new guns for Helldivers yet?
Not yet.
Not yet.
I bought them.
Negative.
Not me.
I feel like I'm missing out on the meta by not being able to play every day.
Not really.
So, Mike, is there like just new stratagems? Buy them like usual.
You just buy them.
Yep.
I think one's like 9,000 and one's like 7.
Nice.
No. Take like 3 missions to get those back, and then I'll be at full again. But I haven't even used them. I just logged in to see if they were there and then bought them.
Yeah, I didn't read anything. Is the heavy machine gun, is that like a mounted? Like you have to like deploy it to use it?
No, it's just a carry around like any other support weapon, but like it has crazy kicks, so you probably have to go prone with it.
Yeah,
And it has a
What
bit
it
of a
seems like.
spin up before it can fire.
the magazine looks fucking huge though. So
Yeah. I'm interested to try them out. I think the laser thing looks good. If it does as much damage in the little demo video of it taking out a Hulk, God.
oh geez.
So it's a single laser blast, not a continuous beam.
It's a charge. So you have to hold it and it goes and ramps up and
Oh, like the arc thrower then.
yeah, similar.
But yeah, it sounds like it's
the Spartan
to
laser
hit.
from Halo.
It does like the biggest punch out of the laser weapons. Sort of the anti-tank equivalent. That's cool.
Happened to Flutter ass. You leave?
I don't know.
I finally shame him enough. He
I
left.
kicked him out.
Yeah, it sounds good.
Hopefully
People
he's
here
not
hated him. I look around, everyone's wearing
kill
a
you or
Flutter
something.
Flutterfoot
Yeah.
t-shirt. Just everyone. Including Kuva. Don't give them out. I can't read it.
Got really into screen printing.
You're just making t-shirts.
Right back.
It's me side hustle. The lights dim as he fires up all of his machines.
The candles.
How much electricity is this using? Yeah.
Oh, the candles dim a little bit. The fuck is he doing?
Tick let
I
me
always
open
like
a
the
sweatshop
increasing
downstairs.
number of drinks that Aladar has.
Yeah.
This keeps
Look
getting
at
bigger and
that.
bigger.
Well, it's different things. It's like
Yeah.
it's not just like a bunch of beers. It's like a bunch of different things. I can't have my whiskey without a beer, and obviously I need a jug of moonshine chaser and maybe a cup of wine. Like how that
He's
one
got,
like clipped in.
No, that was on purpose. See, that's like a cup without a stem, but then you got like your other goblet.
That's the cheap red wine, which I like to chase. I like to have a nice red wine for some sips. Really important. Aladar
Or
doesn't
maybe
have a
this
problem.
is like a Moscow mule or something. No.
Get some crow booze. Kind of alcohol.
So you
with
can
crow, like
fight like a crow.
Would it be like corn vodka? Actually, what do crows eat?
Everything.
Everything.
Yeah. They really think this whole crow ownership thing through. I just thought it'd be cool to have a pet. Everyone else has got cool. Well, at the time,
It was the style at the time.
Ham had Ham too. Kick has Sart. And Krennet had a Shield Guardian. I want to think. Now fucking Bartok's got a talking sword. Jill's got
None of you
demons.
can hear.
I want
I've got
the whole
Tracy.
thing.
Slash an ancient dwarf in almost
I'm not laying claim to that.
mint condition.
That's Jim Jill's problem.
Is
Uh,
that her dwarf?
Now
has
she
anyone
has.
I mean-
worked with her lately?
Yeah, I don't know if
Part
this
of me
would be
wants
like
to bring
the
the crow
next
with
day
me
or
into
something.
the mad mage, but like, if it died, I'd be upset. So,
What's the dwarf's name again? What's his name?
Volcar?
You gotta have risk with
Volcar,
pets.
Hornhelm.
Yeah. Sark, how much does Sark cost you when it dies?
It's 100 a pop.
Like 4,000 or like 1,000 gold. Look at the discerning thing.
Yeah, but Sart's also not like a
True.
sentient animal
Mhm.
necessarily.
Yeah.
I feel like he's kind of more limited.
Yeah. He doesn't have that innate creativity.
I did think
Kai.
about
Ah.
saving money and buying more and more scrolls of awakening. Just awakening crow after crow until we have like a gang of crows.
A murder?
Yeah, murder of crows.
A moida.
It's a Moida.
You know, it presents a excellent second bar opening opportunity for Skullport.
We're franchising.
1,500 gold. That's how much this crow costs. On top of the like what?
Hey, you're the one that wanted to use
Would
it on
you
a
say it
crow.
was a good investment?
I mean, what else would I use it on? Ow. I love
That
bees
ant right
down
over there?
Okay, wait, back up. How is the crow a good franchising opportunity?
I'm sorry. With the murder of crows, they
Ah.
become the new mascot for the bar in Skullport. Even though it's dark and crows will probably hate it down there. Actually, you know what? They might adapt pretty well.
I mean,
I
lots
got
of
it. We
shit
can call the place a
scavenge.
crowbar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect.
I'd like to say I came up with that myself, but that's a Simpsons reference.
So it's coming back to me.
Are in Portland,
The
believe it or not.
Kai, regular healing potions are 50 gold each, correct?
That sounds right.
Okay, I'm gonna buy 2 of them because I have none of them at the moment.
Hey,
But
you want some basic healing potions?
I have 1 potion of greater healing.
I can give you
Potions.
some basic healing potions.
How many?
I can give you 4.
Damn.
4 for free? I'll take those 4 for free.
Okay, I pull a patch off my robe and give him 4 basic healing.
Okay, well.
That was one
That's
of,
convenient.
that's one of my things I rolled for my patches. I have 2 patches of 4 potions of healing.
So it's just like a
Oh,
picture of a few potions that's
Yeah.
sewn on, and then you tear it off.
Rip it off.
That
That item's awesome.
is really
I
novel.
got 3 really interesting items too. I have the iron door, which is a 10-foot by 10-foot iron door that puts down and seals to the wall that it's fitting,
What the fuck?
and it's barred on one side, so you can literally
Okay.
just put up a door anywhere you want, and it's iron and reinforced, and you can bar it.
But does it open?
Yes, I mean it opens from one side. It's like an iron door. You could put a bar, like you could put like a big block
Yeah.
of wood on, and you can reinforce. You can block it. So basically, if something's chasing you, you put down the iron door, and it's now blocked for at
Okay,
least
so like
a certain
put it in
amount
a
of time.
tunnel or an existing doorway or
Mhm.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, if you
Like,
wanted
you
it
put it on
flush with the
it's still
wall.
just gonna open to the wall.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it fits. It's provided it's not wider than 10 feet.
This
I
ain't
see.
Looney Tunes bullshit. Come on.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I got a
None of
pit.
that. Get that
It is a
ridiculous shit out of
10-foot
here.
pit I can put anywhere,
Okay.
and I got a window I can put on any wall. It becomes a window.
So you just have sort of like the basic
Looney
dungeon building
Tunes.
kit.
Yeah. And then I got a bunch of other garbage. Like I got like rope and wooden ladders and stacks and a couple mirrors and a couple lanterns. 2 daggers and 2 bags of 100 gold each.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
It's
I got like
ta-da,
half my money back just on the money I got back alone. But I'm keeping them as patches for now because if I go through a portal and have all my money deleted, they're still patches, so they don't get deleted.
Yeah, it would make sense to leave them in patched version. Man, so like anytime you buy one of these robes, it's kind of like opening like a booster pack. It's like, how many how many golden rares did I get? Am I
I
gonna make
rolled
my money
okay.
back?
I rolled so you roll 44. And I looked up the average. The average is 10. I got 9 items.
Oh, that's how many are actually on there. Okay.
Well, you get a stock standard stuff that you get every time, which is the daggers, the bullseye lanterns, the mirrors, the 10-foot poles, the 2 things of rope, the 2 sacks, and the 2 ladders. You get those 6 every time. You get 2 of each.
This
And then you
sounds like
get
an item
40
from
Yeah.
like first edition where they're giving you all those tools to like explore the dungeon.
Yeah, and they don't take up weight. Like obviously, like, there's no
Yeah.
way you'd carry a ladder down. You know, like
I was just fucking around and looking at like prestidigitation or no, minor illusion. And with like minor illusion, and let me know if like I don't sound okay. I'm on an iPad. I don't know if the mic is picking up.
Oh yeah, you're coming in from the San Juans, aren't you?
I am.
Oh, then
Somewhere
I don't know why I
between
asked you
Canada.
if you could stream
Well, I thought they.
because you're not.
I
You're,
mean, I thought you were just. I thought you had mistyped in. You
no,
understood.
yeah,
I
you-
was
I thought you were gonna be back by now.
we can
some
hear
reason.
you. Yeah, but yeah,
you're
it's
good.
just not as good as your usual mic, But
You,
interesting. Okay.
sorry, I was minor illusion. I was looking. You can conjure a small trinket. I was like, oh, that's cool. Maybe you can like conjure like a gem of value. And I had to look it up. They're like, no, actually, there's a trinket chart in like the player's handbook. There's like 100 items that it says when you make a character, you can roll to get a trinket, and they're just all like curious, like thought starters or curious, like quest
Yeah,
starters.
weird
like,
baubles and red herrings and shit.
weird shit. I was like, that's okay. So I can make one of those.
I've got a player in our other game who I've rolled on that table twice, in 2 different games, like one roll each campaign, and got the same thing in both, and now he's just very suspicious of like why he keeps getting this fucking item.
That's even better. That's like that's good.
He's just like, what does it mean?
There was like an Invader Zim episode called like Bad Rubber Piggy where someone he just like he tries to kill a kid, but he can't, so he like teleports like a rubber pig, and it goes back into like the kid's like past, and it like suddenly like takes the place of a tricycle, and so he wipes out and like breaks his leg. He teleports another one,
Jesus
and
Christ.
like it becomes like a ladder he's climbing, so he like falls. So he just keeps getting tormented by this like little rubber pig that keeps appearing out of nowhere in his life. Rex is shit.
I've seen that
Time
episode.
travel shenanigans. Okay, so wait. So James, do you have Tailspire on like a laptop or something?
No, I'm just watching.
Okay, so we have 2 remote players. All right.
He'll be fine.
Waiting for him to log in.
Can someone screen share through Discord for us?
Why?
I'm streaming
James
on
and
Twitch,
I?
so
I'm watching. I'm
Is
on
Yeah, but
there-
that one's on delay, you know. But I guess
I mean, I tried watching last week's episode. There's just a lot of talking. I think the delay will be okay.
yeah, right.
It is
Who knows if
true.
we'll even get out of this bar this week? We have a lot of moral quandaries.
well, okay, we did have a plan. And correct me if I'm wrong, but we were going to take this dwarf to this weird level, and we were on the way down. I was going to have Kelris come with us, see how the portal works. Let us go through, and then I would later be able to use sending to get her to make the trek to go open the portal again, though it may not be always as timely as we want, because I don't think she's just going to camp outside on the 4th floor. But it does offer us a way of navigating back.
Now you're talking about the door portal that's in the Dragon's Keep.
Oh, sorry. There is another portal that goes to that same floor.
Oh, sweet.
On the 4th level, so we don't have to go back to Willow's Forest.
Okay.
We have to go the last place we fought Driders, which was before you joined the game. And
It's near where we found the dead rats and we finished off the sloth spider person.
Yeah.
Near there.
Yeah. And Ham and I can't remember who else went through that portal last time.
Ham and Tick.
Ham and Tick, and so Tick was able to see that this level was the same level as the one he got through the door in the dragon's hoard.
Yeah. And I think it was brought up last week that you've encountered a number of portals on the other levels as well. Several of which you have tried to activate. I think most of which successfully. But at the time, some entity prevented you from traveling through them.
So we could try other doors on the way down.
Yeah, just to see. And frustrate Kai with all the levels he needed to have mapped.
I say we just go to a different place. Let's go to Saltmarsh.
Okay.
One-way ticket to right at the front. Nope, we're not going there.
Yeah.
Well, spoiler alert, we already have. We will?
Your boat gets lost. It ends up in Icewind Dale.
Right.
Find yourself in between 10 towns.
It's a really weird one of those weird layovers where you have to go like super far out of the way. You know. Doesn't make any sense, but somehow it's cheaper.
So, Kai, do we want to start off like right where we left off, or the next day, given Dimjeel's?
It can be. Yeah, I mean that's totally up to you guys. It can be the next day. Because yeah, she was having one of her Fey moods. Which I don't know, James. Did you have like something in mind for? Is she just locked away, or was she actively doing something?
I think for what other people can ascertain is like she's just not coming out. I don't think she'd want to show like weakness because she'd want to be sort of like viewed as like a strong leader.
Yeah.
So I think they'd just be like, I'm busy, like all day long. But like inside of the room, she's probably like sort of like sleep paralysis, like just staring up at like the ceiling, and like the ceiling is just like an open void into like cosmic space. So it's just like a terrifying sort of like a precipice.
Okay.
As far as doing anything, she does need to get some healing potions at some point.
I can give you some level 1 healing potions if you want.
Yeah, she's like scraping some pennies together. She buys 2 somehow.
Oh, okay. Well, I can give you 4 if you want them.
Yeah, if she comes down, she'll take 4. Why not?
I rip off the other patch and give you 4 healing.
Good morning.
Is that it for your?
What's this? What's this patch for?
Well, I pull the patch off. It becomes 4 real potions.
Oh, whoa! Do they
You're
work?
like, cool, thanks.
Oh, do they work?
Yeah, I hope so. I paid for it. Wait,
He says yes.
I meant like how long do I have to use them?
Forever. They're real. They're
Wow.
genuine.
Tick, you hear this? His
Yeah,
patches last forever.
It's like that's
Yeah, look
better
at all these
than what
potions
you
that
do.
don't have a time limit.
Wow.
How many?
Tick's like
potions do
rolling
you
his
have?
eyes like they're not fresh.
Yeah, anything's good if you freeze it and microwave it.
Guys, hoity-toity gourmet healing potions.
Both of those words make no sense.
Dimgio, it's good that you're here. We were just discussing what to do with our newest guest.
Yeah, they
Oh
want
my
to kill
God.
him.
Yeah, I think in
Yes.
between the dying and the alcohol last night, I had a bad hangover all day and night
Well,
and day.
right. Well, I am glad you are presentable.
Bartok hands
And,
Dimji a beer with an egg in it. Drink up.
And
I think she like
we,
stirs it with her finger to like break it up so she doesn't have to sit and look at the gelatinous floater.
speaking of floating things, we are floating the idea of steering this dwarf back to that floor that you and Tick found to see if he could both offer answers and help us clear any Dweger miasma from the floor.
Yeah, all right. Let me go check in with him.
Yes, because if I have to cast comprehend languages one more time to hear what he actually is saying, I might go crazy.
And
Okay.
I am not the best translator.
You have really done a good job of working out a almost workable system of grunts.
Walk over to Volkar, grunt, and hand him a beer with an egg in it too.
What was his name? Volkar Hornhelm?
Yep. I don't know. Yeah.
How's it hanging? Good morning. How's the day find you? You feeling a little better?
Let's see.
If I have to talk to that wizard one more time.
How's he feeling? He says that I will be tormented as long as the Dweger run about in the halls of oh my god, I'm having a massive brain fart right now. Blair.
In your lair?
No, Malaire.
Yeah, your lair? It wasn't just yours, right?
Who is on first?
Yeah, in the kingdom of Malaire. I'm just poking a little fun. You don't talk the same way as the dwarves I'm used to. So let's go crack some skulls. She's got like her little jeweler's hammer that she like holds up. She's like, pow pow. Have you got he's not used to like the portal, so I'm just like, what's your suggestion on how best to get back to that Malaire's kingdom? And we could get you down real pretty near close, but like what's your suggestion on like what door to use?
Oh. Let's. Do you guys? So you
Also-
would have come back up through the yawning portal. Um. Yeah. He would ask.
I imagine he'll say like, you know, like a cardinal direction of like maybe like a door or an entrance, but like I'm less interested in like what's the way to get back to it, and for me it's more like like knowing that we don't want to go back into the storage room. I'm not sure of the other way in there, so
Wait, the storage room?
yeah, the room with like the armor or the armory.
Oh, I see.
Because through there's through where the dragon was, but more importantly, it's in the forest of Druid. So
he says, used to be many entrances. Do you know of one that doesn't involve riding in a bucket? Undignified.
I mean, we can turn your back into stone, and that way you don't have to like feel like your indignity harmed by the bucket.
He just grumbles.
The only other way I
his
can think of
breakfast
down there,
beer.
it's not like Dingil, but the only other way I can think of down there is through the is it through Skullport? But we still have to get down through the bucket.
I mean, you could dimension door down if he's really that adamant about not getting in a bucket.
I don't think I can go that far.
The only
Oh,
other
yeah.
known route from Skullport to Waterdeep has been completely demolished.
Yeah, you guys blew it up.
Well, do we blow? Do we blow the?
It was the tunnel that led from the sewers of Waterdeep and the like the Xanathar
Yes.
Guild hideout there down
Oh,
to Xanathar's lair.
Oh yeah, we don't really want to go to his lair, do we?
Not necessarily, but that's the only other way that doesn't involve.
I don't know, man.
James.
I think get over it. Why let's hang up on this bucket? Like, it's not that big of a deal. Like,
Roll a persuasion check.
okay. So I was checking like her languages. I just trying to remember what languages. Oh, common. Okay, dwarf. Okay, so like, yeah, she'd be
doesn't
speaking
need
in common
dwarf.
back to other people. Huh?
I thought you were about to say you
Like,
don't
she
speak
doesn't-
Dwarvish.
Oh no, she does. I was trying to think of like, you know, he doesn't speak common, and I
No.
remember he doesn't, and that I do have a way to speak to other people around him. So
Yeah, he speaks a super old dwarf dialect, which sounds like a terrible Scottish accent.
Can Bartok, via his
Is it
system,
persuasion?
offer
Is that it?
a help action for this persuade check?
I have a +9.
Only if you can
okay,
understand.
never mind. You're fine.
And only if you could understand what she's saying.
Oh yeah, no, not a chance.
Oh fuck yeah, dude! Oh hell yeah, man!
Okay.
Yeah.
He opens up to you a little bit. And sort of sheepishly says, like he muffles it in his beer, like between sips, and says, I'm a wee bit afraid of heights.
Yeah, that's okay. That's actually a lot easier to take care of than sort of like a, you know, fear of buckets. Like that takes more time.
What man is afraid of a bucket? Ridiculous.
I'm sure there's one out there, but yeah, it's a bit ridiculous. All right, yeah, we can take care of the heights thing.
Great.
I'm sure Tick and Common is just like, Tick, you got like a powder or like a tonic for Sierra Heights?
I have this blindfold you could put on.
You used to have
I mean, that's
heroism.
close.
Have that anymore. I don't have heroism. Go pick up a scroll of heroism and do it once. Makes you unable to be afraid.
Yeah, that's cool.
Let's
Level 1
see.
spell. What's like a plus me? 25 gold.
Gah.
I don't know.
I got it. I'll get him a scroll of heroism. I'm making a
Bard or a
shopping
paladin
list.
to
All right,
cast it.
I'm making a shopping list. All right, everybody gather around. Like, what last minute items? Everyone go to the bathroom before we go. And she's going to probably start, like, draft up kind of like a plan, like in talking with like Volkar and this is like going to be like her leadership speech is sort of like take the reins and just draft in like an actual plan for they're going to get down through the bucket, they're going to go down through the caves, like things to be aware of, so that he gets an idea of like how far away like the kingdom is a little bit, but also she might say like, do you remember ghosts? Did you have a lot of ghosts when
What?
the kingdom was doing
Nah.
well?
I think this was a time before ghosts.
Yeah, I'm just wondering, like, there's some spooks, some scary unseen assailants. Have you ever had to fight ghosts or evil or undead?
I undead or two.
I'm just like, how's your axe? How's your weapon? Is it silvered or
He drags the heavy axe like off of the table where it was resting, and then like slams it into the wooden planks of the floor, where it bites deep.
I mean, planks ain't ghosts, but it's just
is
art.
sharp as ever. Aha.
That's not what I asked. Can I make like a quick like glance? Like I think I'd know what a silvered weapon look like, or does it appear
Silver?
magical?
It
Does it look
appears
silver?
no, not silver, but it seems to be like a mithril blade.
I hate. Jake, is mithril good with ghosts? Does that hurt ghosts?
Mithril?
Yeah.
Would I know, Kai?
You can roll a Arcana check for it.
Sure.
I'll try it too.
Ah!
But I don't know, man.
11.
Okay.
I got 17.
You're pretty sure that despite its other fancy qualities, it doesn't have any special effects against ghosts.
It might
I
need
think
to
it just means you can't crit or something.
You can't
What's a
crit. Yeah, it works exactly the same as the armor.
Just a perfectly dull, like, butter apple.
No, the weapon can't crit.
Yeah.
Sorry, it took a second to register.
I'm trying to remember. I think mithril armor makes it so you can't be crit on.
That's adamantine.
That's adamantine.
Oh,
Mithril
adamantine.
armor
I get
just
it
means
mixed
it's
up, too.
light enough to not cause disadvantage on stealth checks.
Okay.
It's very quiet. Which means, I guess, when you're stabbing things, you don't hear like the comically loud unsheathing of the sword
Yeah.
that you see in movies.
Well, cool.
Shing.
I think we might need to get that looked at if you're going to not get killed by a ghost.
I suppose.
Is this his axe that he had like upon his person whence he was a stone man?
Yeah.
Yep.
Like it's sort of yeah. All of him and his possessions were all transmuted to stone.
I wonder if I
by
could talk him into going
some
shopping
basilisk.
and then pawning his antique axe for an axe that isn't total crap.
What do you have?
I would take him to some like dwarven blacksmith and just see if like the dwarven
Sure.
blacksmith would get him like a +1 or like some sort of like a nicer
You could also
better.
just pay to have his mithril axe silvered, I think. I don't know how metallurgy works. I just want to see this dwarf shopping montage with Dimjil sitting on the couch sipping a mimosa, and the other
You need to
dwarf
have,
coming out
like-
with like different axes.
Yeah, gotta like be shaking the head.
How do I look at these?
Look at this one, like comically shaking
Shakes her head. Yeah, exactly.
She shakes her head. She shakes her, puts a thumbs up. Tick looks at her, shakes his head. Back and forth. It goes on for way too long.
Is it a
us
battle
saying-
axe or a great axe or something?
Yeah, so Bartok's got a +1 great axe that he's not currently using and would be happy
Oh.
to lend.
Ah.
Well,
Hey.
way to just kill our shopping montage.
That's fine.
You're all
you probably wouldn't
prepping
wanna
to go
anywhere.
on the montage, and it's like
It comes out with like
oh,
a
wait
bunch
minute.
of clothing and
Use
weapons.
this.
Won't need these anymore.
Yeah, he just has a battle axe, but
If he can make use of a +1 great axe.
I mean, he can.
Yeah. Hey, Bartok, what's that big thing clanking around on your back?
This I don't know what you're talking about. He tries to like swell his chest to block the fact that something is hanging on his back. All right, fine. He takes it out and sets it down on the table. What looks to be a gigantic meat cleaver.
Or maybe Volkar, maybe you like swords instead. That's a cool green sword, Bartok. Maybe Volkar can borrow that sword.
Don't patronize me.
I can just imagine
There's an idea.
Tyrielai in my head being like, "Do not give me to that dwarf.
Do
Do not give me to that dwarf."
I just picture like the sweat forming on your forehead, just like your eyes just getting really wide. Like,
I think the axe would be a good fit. I grunt.
all right, don't want to put you out.
Grunt multi-tonally at the dwarf and hand him the axe, and then ask Dimjil, Can you tell him this is very precious to me and I would like it back?
Why don't you just grunt it to him?
She'll look at Volkar and say, he says this is very precious to him and he would like it back. I have a feeling that is fine. But it's got his name on it when you're done.
Yeah.
I think this thing is just going to be a little better in case we get jumped by some magic creatures that you don't remember from your time.
He picks it up and is inspecting the blade and weight and such. And at first seems kind of displeased at like the craftsmanship, but then
I don't know, man, hit the fucking floor or something. Do it.
but then
No, don't hit the floor. The table, go somewhere else.
hacking your stools to pieces. But eventually he's like, this will cleave a Dweger skull very
That it will.
nicely. Here, and he extends his own axe to Bartok in a trade.
But Bartok is more flustered
Woo!
than any 8-foot being ever should be, and humbly takes the axe and sort of bows his head awkwardly. And
Dang,
they,
I didn't think an ancient axe warrior would willingly give up his own axe. That's some prize there.
He snorts.
truly an honor, he says, and then he tries to like grunt the sentiment as well, and puts it in his belt on like full display, on like the hip belt right there, so that it's not like it's in his bag; it is on his
Yeah.
belt, available.
I'll show Bartok like maybe the proper way to like show thanks, and maybe it's like a closed fist on your chest and like a head nod or something.
Yeah, they pretty much like grunt and nod at each other, and
Yeah. All right,
yeah.
good trade.
Shall we to the dungeon?
Yeah. Anyone need
Yeah.
any last second shopping?
Let me just finish my drinks.
How long ago did we rest?
This,
guess
last
this
8 hours
session.
or whatever.
Okay.
This is essentially the morning after Dimjeel's full day panic attack
Okay.
thing.
Then I'm going to take a. Did I already take my long rest? I thought I did.
Yeah.
Kai.
Be sure
Yes,
to click
we
it
did.
off on your sheet.
I still have the Slad's control gem in my inventory. Is that
Oh,
sellable?
really?
Or should I not have that? If I already got rid of it, then
We gave it to the dragon,
but
and then you took it back. I think.
yeah,
But
you
I
guys
did
found it
take it
again
back,
out of
yeah.
its stash.
it's probably only good if there's a Slad somewhere, but only that particular one. I'm not sure.
Certainly the right
And a
person
five.
would buy it.
Okay.
so it's more of a curio than like, oh, this is a gem. I can work with this.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll keep it for now. Oh, I had all these holy symbols of Malar that I thought I could sell, and I think you had said maybe last game that you just like have to find somebody who wants a bunch of holy symbols of the beast god.
Right. Like nobody's gonna give a shit.
Isn't there a Clerics
outside
R
of-
Us in town?
like, yeah, that's not a popular deity around here.
And five.
Most people would actually probably not want to have them like on their person or in their establishments.
Looks
Um,
okay.
You could melt them down for like the metal, but yeah,
Dick, get over here.
not
Eh.
not particularly valuable, at least around here.
Okay, yeah, I mean, slightly chewed on is the note I made for this.
Yes.
Okay. I don't think I have anything else to ask, so I would be ready to. So are we going to the first door on the first floor, to see if it will open for us now, or are we going straight to the in between level?
Well, I figured let's go
The
check out some
forbidden
other
level?
doors. Those, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, here goes Bane and Boone, right? Let's roll those dice. Let's get some boons tonight, gentlemen.
Here's the upside. If we fuck up on level 1 and we need to like go back up because we've been melted, we're real close. And I got greater restoration now, so
And I can do restoration for free. So you don't have to waste your spell slots on the lesser one. We can try the lesser one. If that doesn't work, you can actually spend the spell slots.
I got this.
Yeah,
It's on your thing.
that is my thing. It's a thing that I get for
I'm
brewing.
not building. What if I started building robots?
You tried multiple times.
I'll fucking kill you.
Then you got lonely, and then you got that crow.
Yeah, I have a little guy. You want a little guy?
You leave him out of this.
Oh, the truth is inconvenient, is it?
Before we leave, Dimjil's going to grab like a little bag of flour from the kitchen.
Bag of flour.
Yeah.
Okay.
Think we have flour? This bar sucks.
We have some in the kitchen. I have some in my shop. I've
Of
been
course,
making
he's got
pastries.
flour. That's how you make the roux.
Remember me making pastries and stuff before somebody else just gave a shit ton of temporary hit points, rendering that moot.
Yeah, how many
you-
temporary hit points do I have?
None.
How many? Is it still 13, or do you get more now for the inspiring speech?
Oh, that's a good question.
Went up a level.
Is that features? All right, like I'm looking through the sheet on my phone, so it's a little fucking dumber.
Your level plus charisma modifier.
Inspiring leader.
You're a higher level now, right?
I thought it was supposed to tell me how much it is. Maybe it's like an action.
8,
Oh,
4,
inspiring leader. 14 now. 14 HP.
Wow, that's so much.
That's so much.
Yeah.
Once a day, right?
No.
Once a short rest, dude.
Every short rest.
Oh.
So yeah, I think that's what we should do as far as plan of attack.
Get
And I've got some flour in case we see like an invisible ghost. I'll like put it on the ground if he's like walking or like tossing in
that's
the air.
what I was going to ask.
Laser
Thank you,
tripwires.
You should get salt.
For
That's the
reminding
real
me.
thing. You don't want flour. You want salt.
Aladar, or maybe you, Dimjil, or even you, Tick. Do any of us have the ability to see things that are invisible by magic means?
I do.
You do.
By magic, I mean goggles. By goggles, I mean it's actually magic.
Goggles of see invisible magic, or
I've seen invisibility as a spell. I just have to
how?
naturally use
Wow,
it.
dang! All right.
Yeah,
But
what do
you
you think
didn't
these
have it
goggles
when you
on
were
my
down
head
there
are
before.
for?
Why?
Well, 'cause he was out
Why
of
didn't
spell
you?
slots, pretty much.
You didn't have them on last time. I guess I'd be confused because we heard weird, spooky noises and saw invisible, spooky things, and I didn't
I
know
was a
you.
little scared.
They were out of
All right.
batteries.
I may have forgotten to pull down my goggles.
Oh my. Okay. Yes. Dimjil, could you share some of the flour from the bag you just pulled from the kitchen with Tick here? Perhaps Tick could.
I mean, it's like a little satchel. Like she's just going to go get another one, like a little Ziploc baggie, like little sandwich-sized Ziploc baggie, leather Ziploc.
Leather Ziploc.
I definitely don't think I have seen visibility at all.
Also, I feel like I have a better grasp on what happened to me last time, and I think I can even heal myself or help someone else should they become cursed this time around. I got the hang of
yes,
warding those sort of bad things off.
So can I just add a bag of flour to like my?
Yeah.
I'm gonna do it to the bag of
Yeah,
holding.
you guys own a tavern. You can
Yeah.
pretty much take any food things that you would want.
I assume you guys drink for free. I think the flour should be okay.
Wait, we can drink for free? The hell, Garsic?
Have you not?
He shrugs. He's like, I don't know. You just kept paying. I've been pocketing the difference.
Amazing. All right, how many bags of flour do we want? 3 it is.
That's up to you. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm adding like a bag of sand and just recalling it little bag of flour.
Pocket sand.
Sure.
I don't know. I'd get salt personally, like I said.
I have that already.
Traditionally, salt is the thing for ghosts. But if you're dealing with something that's just invisible, then yeah, flour.
I don't know, man. I think the salt's kind of like, I think for like casting, I think, or like making a circle of protection. I was thinking more like if it were walking around on the ground, it would leave tracks. I don't know if the salt would be as helpful that way.
Well, so ghosts don't like getting into the real history of ghosts. Traditionally, ghosts don't leave footprints and even dust, but salt is sacred, so that's why they're footprints.
Huh.
But I don't know if that's actually a thing in 5e.
Is that for real, or is that like okay?
As real as real ghosts are.
That's a real life fact,
Yeah.
buddy.
Yeah.
That's why in games like Phasmophobia, you have salt and not flour.
Yeah. All right. I see your reasoning.
But if it's just some jerk ass invisible, flour will work fine.
What if I add salt to the flour? Sort of get it like prepped almost.
My
for,
secret
like,
seasoning.
bacon.
Are we just
Yeah.
making seasoned flour? Are we breading chicken?
Yeah. All right,
Only
everybody,
pepper in
with
there
the
just in
code word
case.
shake.
I do have
bake.
vials of oil. We're gonna fry this ghost.
Yeah, it's
Not
not
that kind of oil.
lantern oil. It's like vegetable
Well,
oil.
then
or
while we're
something.
at it, Credit grabs a shaker of paprika. If we're gonna
He just takes it and
if we're
shrugs.
gonna bread something.
I bring a bottle of Tapatio. What are we doing?
Yes. We will fry and then we will dip.
Callius is like, I don't know how you expect me to cook anything, taking all this shit. Jesus Christ.
I'm gonna give Halius 20 gold so he can replenish the kitchen.
Yeah, what could it cost? Like 50 gold?
Not that much, but you know, and whatever.
Gonna buy like 2 bananas.
20 gold. He can keep the difference as payment for extra work.
An inconvenience fee.
Yeah. Because I don't want him to quit, because that would be awful.
Just getting this off the ground.
I'm the only one that seems to care about this bar. That's why I'm renaming it to Aladar's I Love This Bar and Grill.
Yeah.
Alabar.
Alabars.
I don't know. Okay. Well, your dwarf companion seems quite eager to get back underground.
What are you planning on doing, by the way? Like when we clear out all the Dwagar and ghosts, and are you afraid we're not going to find anyone else in your same predicament? Like, what if you're all alone down there?
No, there must be others. I will restore the halls, and my people will come home.
All right. Hell yeah. I'll help where I can. I don't know.
Great.
She's got like a family motto or something. She's like that. Like the deep stones are always willing to help and lend a hand.
Then let's get to it. All right, gang. Heads back to the yawning portal. I don't know that we need to actually go there.
I'm gonna give him like a healing
business
potion or
with
two. By the way,
Durnan. Giving Volcar a healing potion.
You know,
yeah, I'm gonna
Okay.
give him 2, I guess.
What are you saying, Mike?
I was gonna say that because of my last session talk with Laryl Silverhand and the acknowledgement, Durnan is who he is, and that he wants to franchise in Skullport. I wonder if it might be worthwhile just having we don't have to RP this, but just a conversation about how he would even start looking for a place to open down there.
Probably
You know,
send
I don't
someone.
control. Yeah, I guess maybe I'll just casually ask him if he's looked at any possible properties.
Okay, I would say that
spider.
Right.
Cool one.
Yeah. No, the ceiling spider has been dibsed.
Yeah. You could probably
What about
afford
that
the
building
worm
we
skeleton.
blew up? There's a lot of room to build there.
Yeah,
Oh,
I was gonna say you guys know of at least a couple of establishments that were like not the one you blew up, but establishments that were like under Xanathar control.
Yeah, what about the inn that's connected to the Xanathar? That could be a fucking, like, if he dug that out and like scared out the Xanathar, that'd be like a cool Harper hideout.
Well, the Harpers already have that fucking fortress in the middle of the sea that Grumpy Dragonborn owns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got that.
I assume that Durnan knows him.
Well, Durnan's not a Harper directly.
Yeah, I don't know that Durnan would know him. Unless he might know him through Mert. Mert would know him.
Yes, a fellow Harper.
But like,
which I am.
In tasking Rizril, Kuva, and Kelris to sort of wrangle up and clean out Xanathar thugs and spies and whatnot that were in Skullport while you guys did other shit. There would probably be some vacant businesses because they were like clearly wholly owned by Xanathar.
Yeah.
So you would just off the top of your head know of like at least 2 places that would be ready to just move into immediately, and maybe it would need some remodeling work, but
and staff.
Yeah.
I have a sending stone now. Is that
You
right?
do?
Who'd I give my sending stone to?
Me, I think.
I have your.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know why I have one.
I have a sending stone from Tick in my inventory.
How many
So do you want Dim Jill to have it?
Yeah, make sure you guys, when you're like adding sending stones to your inventories, like
name them.
Yeah, put it in parentheses.
Well,
where
that's
the
why
other
I
one is.
specifically designed mine to look different.
Well, that doesn't help in the context of just says standing stone in my inventory.
You know, there's a DC 15
all of mine are named
check.
with who they.
Yeah.
15 Arcana check for what?
To even use it to establish contact.
Oh, really?
Yeah, in the description of it.
Oh, real? Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, then I won't be using fucking sending stone.
Compares. Wait, where are you seeing this description?
Sending stone wondrous item says also at rank 1. Oh, this is an Acquisitions Incorporated sending stone thing.
Yeah.
That's like a different.
That's the one that's all Mimi and Penny Arcade. And
yeah.
Nothing works right and everything's shitty.
How do I get a? Well, I don't even know why I have one. Are they all that way? I don't understand.
Well, either you or I should have one, but because I have one that's labeled for Tick.
Yeah, I'm gonna delete mine. I don't know why I got it.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'll just
handing those
say
out
that
like
I talked
candy.
to
So make sure you keep track of who's got what.
I'll just say that I talked to Durnan and I'm like, hey, I know you're looking. Here's 2 ideas.
Okay.
Let me know if you need help greasing the skids for, and we're always happy to have, always good to see revitalization come to this much needed area.
Yeah, he seems eager to get started. He says he's got a lot of ideas.
Name it like the Crowbar and get a bunch of crow themed stuff.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Do you have your crow with you, or is it?
No,
spying?
they told him to stay at the bar. And I want him to do 2 things. I want him to drink and know things. That's it.
Drink and know things.
All right.
I'm gonna come back. He's just gonna be an alcoholic.
Be some weird incestuous crow arc, like.
Oh, is that a thing? I didn't know. I know nothing.
Not with Tyrion, but just his family, like the Lannisters.
Just a little
family
mini
love
crow
in that show.
Game of Thrones going on.
Don't get why people really like it, but whatever.
Scandal.
Yep. Started out great. Okay, so yeah, we can have a extended convo with Durnan perhaps next time, but you guys, yeah, you touch base on your way down, which I know he had been cutting you guys a deal and waived the fee several times to go up and down.
Are you sick of that shit?
Yeah, well, he's got to start fundraising for his new bar.
Is it just us who are going down in here?
Can
Durnan?
I just
like,
pay
I don't
him like
understand.
100 gold for like just like a in good faith? They'll just let us up and down.
Or do you have like a buy 4 get 1 free deal?
He would definitely accept an advance payment.
Yeah, I'll give
because
him 100
obviously,
gold and just, like,
if you
for
die,
yeah.
he just gets to keep it.
Yeah. I'll pay him 100 gold for like a thank you for what he's been doing and to continue the
Okay.
stuff. And to extend the hand of friendship between the sober kobold and his bar and future bars.
Yeah. Yeah, he's like my bar and some
Unnamed
other bar
Mert
that no
project.
one's ever heard of. Yeah, so he's like, he kind of like counts it out and he's like, all right, yeah, it's about 10 trips back and forth. Great.
I've got an idea. We can start. Well, it's not
Paid
my
in
bar, so yeah. You can start like telling your clientele, buy 10 beers and get 1 delve free or 1 trip down in the bucket or something.
So much of drunk people are just thrown down there.
Well, I mean,
You know what I would do if I was running your bar?
Durnan might help you guys out a little bit. So
if I own this bar. All right, he takes your advice under consideration. Yeah, all right. Okay, so back down.
all right, everyone's got their 14 temp HP.
The depths.
Okay, so Dennis, where's the rest of them?
Dennis?
Hell yeah, 14.
Oh.
Right?
Yeah, because I just have vision on Durnan, so you can probably only see him. Need like a hovering spy thing.
The goblin of seeing.
Oh yeah, the radar goblin. Yeah.
Radar
goblin. So how, Dimjil, how were you going to aid Volkar and his fear of heights?
Didn't you spend 25 gold for a scroll of heroism?
Yeah, heroism.
Was that what you're doing? Okay.
Yeah.
And I'll just cast it because I have to.
Okay.
So he can't be feared. I don't know if that qualifies.
Yeah, I mean, sure. Why not?
And the beer.
Not afraid.
Yeah. So his resolve is steeled, and
we could have just given him like slow fall or something.
What's the
You don't think that would
there's
make it
literally
worse?
nowhere for you to get hurt. I didn't mean push him.
And then just have Bartok drop him.
Yeah, I didn't say that either.
Because then you're just terrifyingly high up, but for like a long time.
Oh man, I would hate that. That would kill me.
Again, I didn't say push him and drop him. What I meant was like, in the case that something were to go wrong with the bucket, he's the one person who'd be okay. And like that would give you peace of mind, not like
Sure.
I like the idea that I would push him at that point.
Okay, so down to level 1, I think, right?
Yeah.
Where are you guys going?
Well, we're going to any of the the portals that we.
You want to investigate doors on the way, I guess.
Top down, yeah.
Gotcha. All right. I haven't been here.
And Kai, thanks in advance for moving Dimjil and I.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just gonna put you guys down here. Oh, no, not invisible.
Wow, look at all these stupid shields here.
It is weird that we seem to be the only ones using the bucket. Like, no other adventurers come down here. We don't stumble upon a bunch of fucking noobs.
Yeah, they just hear how good we are, so they don't do it.
Best you knock on wood, lest we be swarmed with novice adventurers.
You have run into the remnants of a couple of groups.
Yeah.
But none
Yes,
recently.
but they were down there before we
correct.
Before we went down. Yeah, and now they're dead. Every single one of them.
You guys rescued that one guy from the Grix.
I suppose we did. Cool.
The wizard. Okay, so back on first level, where it all began, sort of.
Trying to remember where things.
Yeah. Do you
remember? The first thing you're going to meet is the skeleton of a Kenku.
I guess technically we've been through this twice now to get back.
Yeah.
But a very direct path, not offbeat. Just
okay.
Through.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, which the stairs down are like where this bubble is. If you look to the south.
Yeah, it was all the way over there.
Indeed.
And it whispers to Aladar, "We should take them to Meat House." Huh?
Ooh.
Huh?
Wait, you met Halster?
No, we should take Dimgil and Bartok because they're new to meet Alistair. And Krenit like gives you like a big wink.
You met
I
Halster
met
here?
him. He's got that tea party dude.
They could ask
Alistair
questions.
never met Aladar never met Alistair here.
Ah, fuck.
Only one that's here has is Tick.
I just like I push Aladar forward and I fall back to like talk to Tick and I'm like, Tick, we could take them to meet Alistair and have them ask their questions. Be fun.
We could.
Don't you need an item for that though? That we don't have
I
anymore?
thought we already met the strange tea drinking wizard.
I keep talking. What? Yeah. But...
I get it. It's a bad idea.
Like that.
Okay.
Well, what item did we use to talk to him? Because I think honestly,
it's just that like wand thing that's just sitting right outside of the thing.
Yeah, it was just going through a wall. And...
Keen mind.
Yeah.
What do we do, Kai?
I'm pretty sure it was something that
it was the rainbow staff. It was the little like the little thing in Tailspire. It's a little rainbow like magic staff, and there's like the portal or something you can go through with it.
Yeah.
Someone took it, and I'm pretty sure it was either Ham or Rotharm.
That was Rotharm.
It's gone.
But
we couldn't
yes,
if we wanted to.
It's right. It's an alcove that contains a like relief carving of a nude fat man playing a harp.
Is it Mert?
No.
You just wanted to show us pornography?
I know what you're thinking of. You're thinking of a different thing. But the thing that led to this sort of like little demi-plane room with the Alistair that answers questions Carved into the harp that the nude man is playing is the I guess the words gaze upon me with bronzed visage, and secrets shall I reveal.
It was a mask?
It's like goggles.
Yeah, it was,
It was
the
a mask
mask.
of Alistair.
Yeah.
It was a mask of Alistair, right?
Skull room.
Yeah.
Where was this door?
Is there a door on
I
this level?
don't
I think
remember,
it was
man.
near the Hollister.
It was so long ago.
Looking around.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
there's one. Yeah, there's a door
In
right
game
here.
it wasn't.
Yeah, obviously
Here.
Tick using key
There,
mind
right there,
could
right there.
relocate
Wait,
it.
sorry,
Yeah.
I know I got a lag, but
Yeah.
but that the room was the one that you went by previously. It's the one that's detached from. That's the portal.
That's the room where we talked to Hollister.
But it sent you to the one over there. Yeah, behind the painting.
Yeah.
Oh, it was the painting I went through.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or
well, it's not.
the,
It's
the
it's
carving. Yeah.
yeah. Represented with a painting, and
Yeah.
then there is a mirror that seems to be some kind of gate.
Checked it out.
Sorry, I'm not sure like what the delay is on Twitch. I just realized though.
Probably about 15 seconds. Like
right.
Here, I'll give you an example. I'm gonna make a dome right now.
Okay.
It's very little for me.
Yeah, just like 5 seconds.
It's not
4 or
much.
5. Not bad.
There's the place to speak with Hollister if you have have the thing.
There's all that silver we stashed there, and I don't think we ever took. I don't know. Actually, no, I don't remember.
Wait, silver stash where?
There was a big stash of silver that Xanathar was hiding here. I think I took some of it.
If that thing would like, if Rotharm did abscond with it, it's probably sitting like in a corner in his like room/office, and it's just got like crap. It just got crap piled on it.
It's just got like a underwear hanging.
It's like, well, he's just like, I don't know why I have this thing. Like, just like leaves it there and forgets what it was for.
Yeah, that mirror is the only one that I can remember that you guys have seen.
I don't remember the silver.
That was the thing with Gorkins. He like found it. I took some of it because it had some sort of markings on it, so I took like a bar of it.
Oh yeah.
To go find the rightful owner to let him know.
Yeah, and it turned out it belonged to Xanathar, so then I think I just ended up selling it.
Here you go, Xanathar. I found all your gold, your silver. I mean,
damn, this is a hell of a floor.
Yeah, we've done most of it. This one we were pretty good about.
Yeah, this took a while to explore.
This was like probably like 2-3 months.
Yeah, every room was different too. It was wild.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Yeah, it's like they really front loaded a lot of the cool stuff of like interesting, I don't know, puzzles and.
Now it's like, oh, you just walked in a room, you're attacked. Okay. Like there's no description. It's a room with fucking a bunch of glunkles and they're attacking you. Okay.
Murderous druid.
Yeah.
Well, let's go find that portal.
But
yeah, that could also be me.
I don't remember
omitting details,
not
but
important.
So the portal.
I can tell if you poke which room you're thinking of, Micers, I can probably tell you what happened.
Yeah. Here, I know we stayed in this room.
Yep.
Yeah, it had the hot tub or something.
I guess we should just make our way over to that. The only other portal I can think of is the mirror.
No, there was wasn't there an actual like Hollister portal on this floor right there?
Well, there's the Hollister portal, but we have no means of getting in there at the moment.
No, I meant like the ones we activate, like, or was that the second? Rotharm was like with it, and it was like it was pushing us back out? Like you're not strong enough or something?
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
the
The
next
second
floor.
Is it on level
That was
2?
that was level 2.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. If we want to investigate anything here,
Wait,
I think
hold
we
on.
Go check out that mirror.
I think you just left. Go back. Yeah, keep going. A little bit further back, the way you came.
We're talking
A
about
little
this
bit further.
pulsating portal. That's the one
Yeah,
we threw.
it's a broken
it,
portal.
It does random things. It's not a portal.
Oh, that's okay.
That's where I threw the goblin through and he went invisible, and then I picked him up and threw him through again, and he exploded.
Yeah. Yeah, this
It's really funny, actually. It was one of my favorite moments. I remember it.
And was that the
Actually,
Goblin Boon?
Did Tick actually talk to Hallister? Because the Sam left at some point.
Mm-hmm.
Did you talk to Hallister?
I know that not everyone did.
Just a little bit about T, but that was about it.
No. I meant on this floor back when we
Yeah,
first started.
I
There's
don't.
like a
If I did, it was nothing of consequence.
No, we didn't know what the fuck we were asking at that point.
Yeah, I don't think it was anything of consequence. If I did.
Yeah. Well, no, I was more asking because, like, then it's really funny because then Credit's the only one that knows about it. He's like all alone with his knowledge of this floor.
I think Tick might have, because you guys sent in several people back to back to like get as many things answered as possible.
I think
Yeah.
he did, Tick. But again,
It would surprise me if Sam didn't jump at that opportunity, frankly.
Yeah.
But,
right. But it was probably nothing of consequence.
You guys didn't learn a whole lot. No. Okay, so let's see. Anything else of note? I'm trying to remember if there's anything here that you guys like looked at but didn't already figure out. So yeah, the box with a heart in it. There's the skull room.
Where the goblins were piling up skulls?
Well, those weren't their skulls.
Oh yeah.
They were looking for skulls, and then you guys were like, "Hey, there's
We
a
directed
whole
them
room
to
full
it.
of skulls over there," and they were like, "You're fucking kidding." And then, yeah.
Then I don't think we ever followed up. I think that was the end of it.
Yeah.
They probably had like a sex orgy on top of the skulls, and that was the end of their arc.
Like murder each other for all the skulls.
I remember checking the skulls to see if they were real bones.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Very important part of Basque.
But yeah, I think mostly the useful things here are the little Hallister room, the mirror, and the sort of like extremely simplified cutaway depiction of all of the levels of the dungeon that are like sort of next to the mirror room.
Well, just as long as we make sure Tick looks at that cutaway. And then, do we want to go? Maybe we could make some better checks on the mirror because I don't have any notes about the mirror.
Yeah, I don't remember anything about it.
Keen mind. What do
Okay.
I remember about the mirror?
Yeah.
You might
And
not
what
have
check
even
do you?
looked at it, but
What check do you want?
well, you guys can just go over there and take a look at it while you're here.
We do that.
All right, I'm gonna move the people that can't move themselves.
And people can.
Is there a way to like? Can you pair Dimgil and Krenit like as a?
I can group select stuff, yeah.
There you go, group or yeah. I forget what was group select.
Although teleporting doesn't work. I have to do those separately. So
Ping where y'all ended up.
over
Perfect.
yeah.
Thank you.
But tick over here too. Okay.
Does Tailspine have cylinders?
No.
Cylinder, no.
The dome kind of is your best bet. You just go this, and then you go that high, and then here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. So, winding through these halls that were at one time patrolled by Ham 3.
That's right.
Wait,
That's where he
what?
was, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
And then
Where
you
he'd point his
found
hand
the,
out and then try to cast a spell and do nothing. Run
yeah.
away.
You hear a soft whimpering from inside the hole.
You go home now. You
Oops.
stay. Roll the initiative.
She's
Guess we're
ready
fighting
for
the mirror.
battle. So, yeah, this one, it looks a little different than some of the other like archway, like stone archway gates that you found. It is a mirror set, a large mirror set into the wall. And along its frame is the image of a wizard wielding a wand.
Is it
Sort of
like
all-
clearly a wizard, or is it like
yeah,
one
it's it's
particular wizard?
stylized. They're sort of like stretched out to fit the frame, but yeah, it's like a your classic old wizard with a pointy hat, beard, but clearly holding a wand.
I wonder if it wants just any wand or.
It's kind of specific, huh? Do you have a wand?
I've got lots of wands. And he
Oh.
showcases like the back of his shield, where there's like these little like leather inserts where he keeps them all behind.
Holsters.
It's
He's
like
got
his
wand holsters.
he's got
It's got
wand
wand
holsters.
holsters,
It's
yeah.
like a bandolier for wands.
Yep.
I'm gonna touch my hat, turn into the old man wizard stereotype, and pull out a wand.
Okay.
Does it do anything?
What are you doing with the wand? And also, what kind of wand? Like what?
It's a magic missile.
Okay.
I'm pointing it at them, not like casting or anything.
So you see your reflection. The wizard pointing a wand. Everybody holds their breath for a moment, but nothing seems to happen.
I put away the wand. I touch my hat. Turn back into Aladar.
Brennet will draw Wand of Secrets and sort of in joking jest with what Aladar just tried to do, sort of strike a similar wizardly pose, just not as an ancient gray beard and pointy hat wizard, and cast like a charge of Wand of Secrets at the mirror.
And that should alert you of any secret, like hidden passageways and things like that, right?
Or trap,
hidden passageway
right?
or traps, yeah.
Or traps. I guess you might get a ping from this trap that you know about that's on the floor over here, in like the adjacent room.
Mm.
Is that where we found the fucking undead guy?
Yeah. and also the secret passage that you like opened sort of behind it too. Yeah. You would get a read on those, but nothing on nothing with the mirror.
Maybe it's just
Bartender the back of the room draws Tyrioli and just sort of asks in his in his head, "Any help?"
I have not used or been with someone that used this gate specifically in a very long time.
So no help.
Roll a. Let's have Bartok roll a history check.
Let's go. Yeah, that's an 8.
All right. Well, we're gonna take the 9, but use Tirulai's intelligence score.
Oh my god, the sword has an intelligence score?
Yeah, it has a bunch of stats. So instead, that is going to become 12.
Hey, sword's smarter than I am.
It's smarter than me. I have a -1 as well, so.
It says, I think you might have to. You have to do something with the wand. Run it around the rim or something. Tell your friend there to try some things.
May I, Mr. Credit? May I offer a suggestion?
Yes, Bartok. What do you got?
This sword humbly suggests that you. I may be phrasing this wrong. That you rim the mirror.
Wait, what? The sword suggests?
Yes, yes. My friend slash friend, not possession. Friend here.
No one's possessing anyone. That would be ridiculous.
That would be ridiculous. Speaks to me, and I do realize how strange that sounds, and the way that you are looking at me, Dimjiel, but you of all people should understand the voices from beyond.
That's not a voice from beyond it, and you're holding it.
I suppose you
and
have.
That voice wants me to rim the mirror.
To lay your wand upon the mirror's rim. Yes, that's much better.
I don't like
Aladar?
Yeah, whip it out.
Have you been telling Bartok dirty jokes?
Why would I tell him anything?
I'm guessing you got drunk and started singing dirty songs. Okay.
Once was a man from
Bartok. Yes. Don't listen to Aladar when he's in one of his moods. Okay.
Is okay.
But
question: Is it obviously people like the party knows that Tirulai is an intelligent sword, but does anybody like actually know / believe that it is now talking to Bartok, or is the assumption that Bartok just has a fancy sword?
I absolutely believe it's talking to you because it was a magic sword controlling a dragon. So
cool. Yeah, I was gonna say like I'm full on board the train of like it. We were talking to a sword that was in a dragon. It was never a question that the sword did talk. It's just it was more weird that you kept it was more weird you kept hiding it, I think.
And at least for Tick,
that's fair.
And Krenit, this is not the first sort of soul imbued item that they've come across, because the Stone of Galore also had an intelligence to it. This is the stone that unlocked the vault at the end of Dragon Heist. It didn't have the same kind of personality. The Stone of Galore was rather dull as far as personality goes, but the idea that an item can talk to you is not foreign to everyone. Most people here.
Yeah.
Dimjiel and
Bartok has just heretofore been a little like weird about it. Not quite sure how to communicate that this thing that is infinitely older and smarter than him is just offering helpful suggestions.
Credit is nervous, but thinks maybe the mirror itself will respond to being targeted by something magical. but wants to make sure he's not going to blow it up. So, do we know? I realize that when we would have tested this, it would have been like 2 years ago. But can I roll Arcana, or I can sit here for 10 minutes and ritually cast Detect Magic to try to see if the mirror itself is magical, just in case?
Yeah, definitely magical.
Okay. So Granite will draw a wand of magic missiles. And
we did that one already, I think.
Well, no. Aladar didn't actually cast magic missiles. He just struck a pose.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, hold on.
Okay, so
Dim Jill goes around the corner.
Showing Aladar over here.
And I'll mention the same thing to the Volgar in case he's confused of like what's going on.
Okay. Okay, Kai, you'll just have to make a determination. Magic missile can only target a creature. Can I target an object in this regard with magic missile?
Oh, right, one of those technicalities. Sure. You fire a missile at it?
A level 1 casting from the wand, from one of the wands of magic.
Okay, the magical darts ricochet off of the mirror. Causing
Now,
Krenit and Bartok to need to dodge magic missiles. Roll dexterity saves.
I fucking knew it.
Dex save.
19.
Okay.
I think this thing just reflects spells.
That's a wizardly 8.
Okay, you get hit by one of your own magic missiles. Roll the damage and then subtract it from your temporary
roll
HP.
D4. That is one damage. God damn it!
Two damage.
Mr. Credit,
Oh yeah, 2 damage.
Fairly certain the suggestion was to contact the wand with the mirror's edge. Yeah, he's like sort of verifying the details as Tyrael is relaying them to him.
Like,
he's really not
goodness.
good.
Yes, don't do that.
Yeah.
That was exciting.
Okay, well, would you mind? Could you hold the sword up so that it can see? You know, so it can watch while I do this. And Krenit will like just daintily drag the tip of the wand of magic missile around the outside of the little mirror. If there's like a little like molding sort of groove, he'll just run it around that.
Slower.
Oh yeah.
Slower.
Is that what the sword says? Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yes.
Okay.
You experiment running the wand around the mirror, and eventually the tip of the wand touches the reflective, smooth center, and it suddenly illuminates the hall that you're in with a bright blue light. And like the edge of the mirror looks sort of magically aflame as what used to be your reflection now appears to be some other room.
It's opening up.
The architecture looks very different from this side.
Oh, Bartok?
And floating.
I brought this on myself.
And there is a floating sort of between these two rooms, now connected through some, two linked planes. A rune appears floating right in the middle of what used to be the mirror. Now just like
why
an
does it
oval
always have to
doorway.
be me? Okay,
You
let's
have to
do
go
this.
through it first, right?
Let's have you roll a where'd my list of stuff go? Let's have you roll a d10.
Okay, here's a D10. That's a 3.
Question.
Oh,
Knowing that there'll be
yeah.
a rune there, could you cast counterspell to get rid of it? Or is that like
No.
okay?
You would have had to cast it before this spell was cast on the place.
Well, it's a reaction.
No. So like this mirror was at some point enchanted. So you would have had to counterspell that enchantment at the time that it happened,
Okay.
Let's see.
Can you
Is that
counterspell
three?
like a trap?
Well,
No.
that'd be dispel magic then. That's
you
why
could,
I asked.
yeah, you have to dispel.
No, like
magic.
on the instant it like triggers or something. You can't.
Yeah,
I imagine you can't. That'd be like too
maybe
quick.
not. Yeah, I don't know. You also have to
Yeah.
see who's casting it, so it's vague, I guess.
Yeah. But yeah, essentially, yeah, this is a powerful spell that was placed here at some point at an indeterminate point in the past. Okay, the rune floating in front of you looks like this. And
I know to turn out like that.
Let's see.
We've not gotten pictures of the other rooms from the other doors that we've
Not
opened.
until
for this
recently. I've started just posting the whole card or whatever. Let's see.
This should go in handouts.
I believe, yeah. If you trigger it, I'll put the thing in the handouts. But
yeah.
Looks like a monkey about ready to throw his poop.
But it does not seem to have any immediate effect. It's just floating there.
Yeah, it's like whoever goes through it. Like
Bartok,
can we
for a
see?
runner.
Are we able to see what is on the other side?
Yeah.
Wait. Sorry. Is it in a language? Is the rune a language at all? Like, does the dwarf read? Does Volkar read it at all? Like, is it like dwarvish rune or?
It's not a dwarvish rune. No. Yeah. There
would be an Arcana check, likely.
Yeah, I guess I mean like.
Let's see.
It being a spell for sure, Arcana, but I was just curious if it was also like a rune, like language rune.
No, it's
portals, so.
Yeah, and they definitely didn't put these here. But yeah, it just says they're like ancient symbols. Someone of sufficient arcane level might be able to read them.
Like, I mean, on a check? Or you have to meet a threshold to read it?
Like, you would not study these until you're a very high level wizard.
Could Tyrieli make an Arcana check?
Look, I have a 20 intelligence.
Hey.
Okay.
Yeah, but you're not using it,
Just
so
saying.
get in there.
Yeah, people who brag about that don't typically have it. So.
Yeah, do you want to roll Arcana to see if you determine? what this might be?
Yeah, I don't tell anyone how cool I am. Everyone just knows.
Oh yeah, what's your IQ?
Are you a member of Mensa?
Okay, so nope, that's not the button. Well, it doesn't totally suck. If it's just an intelligence check and not a history check or an arcana check, then
No, it's
that's
an
a
Arcana
wisdom.
check.
Oh, fuck me. Okay, arcana +9. Oh yeah, totes 24.
Okay. Okay. Uh,
Totally understand if this is a DC 25.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's probably a pretty high one.
yeah, it would be high, but I am fairly certain, like 85%, you have actually seen this one before.
Meaning that it matches one of the Houster rooms, or
yes, like this was actually, I believe, the first rune you guys ran into.
The one that affected
Goblin
Bask.
friend.
Yeah.
No.
Oh,
the
Loved
Goblin.
Bask,
Oh.
like forever ago.
So
What did it do to Bask?
I believe it gave advantage to like all saving throws next 8 hours.
Yeah, it gave her an amazing buff.
but was she the only one?
But I
who
won't know
witnessed
whether
it?
it's Bane or Boon until I go through it.
Yeah.
But can we see the room beyond, like past the?
Yeah. So like, careful not to get too close.
But like, no one would be able to communicate that rune, right?
What do you mean communicate? Like knowing what it does?
Yeah.
That was Krenit's Arcana check. Like he knows that you guys have encountered the boon part of this rune before. But this would not be a spell that you have access to yet, so you don't know its like full capabilities. Okay, but the room beyond, you see, I guess immediately you see lying on the other side of this mirror, at least 2, but maybe more corpses that are sort of in like almost a semicircle, just a few feet from the other side, the exit. It's dark on the other end, so it's kind of hard to make out any other details. But they do seem to have been badly like eviscerated and disemboweled. Body parts are kind of lying all over the place.
What do you see, Craig?
I see a couple of bodies.
You can definitely tell that they are dwarves.
I'm sorry. Tick, Dimgil, does the architecture in here look like where you were?
Yeah, and so you look beyond, past the corpses, and
I'll have Volgar come look too, because maybe he'll recognize the room.
Okay. He peers in. You guys make sure to keep him from
I stand farther back, seeing
triggering the rune.
around the corner.
So the other side, does not tick. You look through.
Not ringing a bell.
No, it does not look like the halls that you were just in.
It doesn't look like the halls I was just in.
The architecture is pretty striking. It has very tall stone archways and lattices that look almost web-like in appearance as they reach and crisscross on the ceiling.
Oh wait, stone. I can do a dwarvish history check, I believe. It's
Stone, like
what's
stone
it
cutting
called?
or whatever.
Yeah, stone cutting. I can make a history check related to the origin of stonework. You are considered proficient in the history skill and add double your proficiency bonus to the check. Does that mean that like I have to add it again to it for a history check? Probably, right?
It probably, if it
because
doesn't,
it's only for the stone thing.
Oh yes, yeah.
All right, so if I have a +6, what's my proficiency bonus?
It should be at the top of your sheet, I think.
It's a bad sheet.
Probably 4 at this level.
That's probably.
Or does it go up to 5 at level 9? No, it's 4. Okay.
I don't even actually know where it is on my.
I don't know where it is on the mobile app, but on the normal one, it's
okay,
next to your
4.
speed.
All right, so this would be +10. Wow, that's great.
Okay, so 15.
15, yeah.
This you can tell right away is not of like dwarven make.
I don't think I even say that out loud because that feels it'd be like kind of obvious, but like adding nothing to the conversation.
Watching Dimjil like examine the stone and kind of seeing this webbing up or like web type pattern above and these dead bodies below goes, I'll bet you 1 platinum. This is a one-way ticket to Menzo Brands or some other awful place.
Are they they're not Durigar, they're Dweegar. They're dwarves?
No, they're just dwarves.
Yeah, not dark dwarves, just regular dwarves.
Do they look like? Are the bodies close? Like, do they look like
pretty
adventurers,
close.
or do they
Yeah,
look
they're
like antique sort of warrior time capsule dudes?
No, they look. So they're pretty hacked up or ripped up. But they're the majority of their body is like about 10 feet from the portal on the other side, and it's like being it's dark in the room, but the portal is illuminating the area right around it, and they look modern. To your eye, probably another adventuring party. They look like they've got equipment and weapons that would
greatly benefit us.
Yeah.
Kai says, tempting the party to go through into what is
I was just saying, can I
probably a total death trap.
I know an obvious trap when I see it. Time to spring it.
Can you send a mage hand through a portal? Or does like the distance between the 2 portal openings count against the distance of the operation for the spell?
That's a great question.
Somebody query the J-Craw.
Yeah, I don't see why you couldn't. It doesn't say that you need to like use any extra movement. It's just like the 2 places are just linked.
It makes me wish that I had brought on Arcane Eye today.
Could I send a mage hand through? It looked like a tentacle, but like, could I, like, sort of like we could watch the bodies and a tentacle sort of appear and like rummage around on the bodies and maybe see if there's like a knapsack or like a pouch or backpack that like it weighs less than 10 pounds I could bring back through?
Yeah, you could do that.
Just imagine like Krenit standing next to Dimgil, and Dimgil's probably doing like that
Her eyes roll
Yoda
back.
thing from Empire Strikes Back, where she's just like holding out one hand and like moving it into like a little circle, right? Yes, eyes closed. Judge me by my size, do you?
Okay, let me see here.
Also, Aladar, could I recommend Speak with Dead in the near future, since you're one of the only classes we have that could possibly even get that spell? I know you're not going to grab it, but
that sounds like it'd be right up your alley, Necromancer.
Yeah, right.
Well, I can't.
The voice of Rotharm echoes in these halls.
Every time I talk about necromancy, he's always right there.
He just shows up. I don't know how he does it.
And Speak of the Dead? I didn't think I did.
Well,
bards and clerics.
I'm definitely gonna need that voice clip for the soundboard.
Level 3 spell? Gee. Put it on the maybe pile.
Thank you.
Guess I can. I was gonna get Major Image next level. Guess I can learn Speak with the.
Hey man, you do you. I'm just saying.
All right, so let me see. Things that you find. It seems that most of their valuables have been taken. Somebody has definitely looted these corpses after they got ripped apart. And most of the gear that is left, like their packs and whatever, maybe have been rummaged through and are like the tatters are just rotting. However, one of the dwarves is still wearing, or his 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 corpse is wearing a helm. It looks like it's shaped like some sort of animal.
I'm gonna take that helm.
Do you feel a wand? I feel like these guys must have had a wand. It'll feel a little bit like a stick, like a really long, sort of straight stick.
I'm not doing it by feel. I'm looking at the bodies, and I'm
maybe a
trying
book.
to like sense.
Maybe they have a spell book.
I can't read either. Like
not elves.
Yeah, they can't read.
Also, if they had a spell book, it'd be in Dwarvish.
I can speak and read other languages. Some kind of
put it in some kind of cipher so nobody else can read it. No, all of their other stuff was looted.
Okay, so a helm.
As far as you can tell.
Okay, so I can get a helm for one.
Yes. So you.
So it has antlers.
Well, it looks sort of bestial from a distance. You slide it off of the sort of rotting skeletal head it's resting on, and float it back through the mirror. And
I prestidigitate it clean before I touch it.
Sure.
Gross.
No death lights.
A little spectral tentacle looks like a little like just finger and thumb just barely like just daintily touching it.
Daintily.
Yeah.
And then like a Swiffer duster appears.
Yeah.
Polishes it up. ShamWow. So this helm, now that you're holding it, in the light on this side, looks like a steel, war helm, shaped like the head of a boar, where you're like looking out of its mouth between its tusks. If you were to don it.
Yeah.
Ba-da-ding. Creepy.
That's creepy.
The thing Miker's posted in the chat.
Nice.
So yeah,
Yeah.
that is the helm.
Oh, there's someone on our team that would probably love Pig Mask. Heck, get over here.
No! No! You can't make me.
Well, I mean, Dim Jill, I mean, it would protect the rest of us from having to gaze upon your visage when you do get upset.
I was thinking more Bartok, but you know.
I resent that statement. Resent.
Oh, I was more thinking like you know, kind of the irony. It's a butcher wearing a pig mask. You know, you put fear in your enemies.
Yes, you'd be some sort of. You would strike fear in the hearts of your enemies by being somehow half man, half bear, half pig. We could call you Man Bear Pig.
Or we can put it on the shield.
Whoa, we're gonna get a cease and desist.
I mean, like that seems heavy as
fish.
This ain't my style.
I mean, Bartok would.
It is not a pretty helm.
Oh no! But Bartok loves the ugly.
All right.
Yeah, it's pretty fearsome.
There you go.
Good. He like hesitantly puts it on his head.
Okay.
I do that thing where I look up and I give him the 2 thumbs up.
Yeah, thumbs up here. Looks good. Fits you.
Is looking on with like a growing feeling of concern of of having Bartok just wantonly putting on magical items.
You look like a you look. Can I say you look like a minute boar?
He looks pretty terrifying. This gigantic dude with a pig head.
You'd say
downright
he's
fearsome.
Pig-headed.
So after the mirror portal has been open for about a minute, it winks closed again.
Just wink at us, that piece of shit.
I see.
You can just sit here and keep opening it, write down all the runes, take them back up, and get them transcribed.
Yeah, or Krenit, don't you have like a disembodied eye or something?
Yes, and perhaps if I could retcon that I didn't prepare it today, that I did because it's the new day. Maybe that would have been a good idea to do since we were doing portal diving. I don't know, but I don't have. I do have Arcane Eye. I just don't have it prepared today. Okay, right. Didn't think about it when I was going to bed.
That's fine. I thought that in the plan, like we don't actually know what portal goes there, right? So we're kind of like going back through and checking all portals.
Yep.
That's what we're doing.
And it would have been good for me to take Arcane Eye for that exact reason.
So can we just flag this one now on like our notes as like somewhere 5+ or something? Equal to or greater than 5. I forget which way the little indicator face points when I write that down.
So, are you saying, is that supposed to denote some sort of rating of risk or danger?
I think I'm saying it's not where we're going, so we'll get back to it later. Right?
Oh. Right. Well, then, second floor. Tally ho.
Okay.
Wait, we're not going through it in any way?
I mean, it's not the one.
Do you
we
want to
said
go through
we
it, Aladar?
to. Like the clues being are like one, they're not Duergar, Durgar.
Okay, above board.
And two,
what are we
that's
actually
not.
in here for?
We're aiming. Well, we got Volcar here, all like gunning to go.
I don't
we're going
care
to go.
about him. What are we in here for?
We're testing out portals.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
we're trying to get to the dwarf level so
Yeah.
that Volcar can
No,
cleanse
ignoring the
it.
dwarf, what is our mission? What is our overall mission?
I mean,
Find the
Bartok's
rune
mission
shard.
is to be
Go.
a good employee.
Bust some.
We need to try to get
bust
that
some goats.
ancient rune shard. And we
Yep.
have a way
Which
to
we have
get
to
it.
defeat a necromancer for.
Could the necromancer be in that on the other side of this portal?
Or not necromancer, sorry, a lich. There's a
The
difference.
lich, yeah, the lich.
No, because
Super
those guys have all their bones.
Yes,
Right.
the old joke. What's the difference between a necromancer and a lich? We all know. Ha ha ha. Ambition.
So we found a portal. We
Bartok
opened
laughs
it.
a little too
It
hard.
could easily
and clear
lead
he
us
doesn't get the
closer
joke.
to it, and we're not going through it in any capacity.
Well, what
Look,
evidence do we have of what's in that portal?
Nothing. We know nothing. There's two dead guys on the other side
Look.
of it. That could mean anything.
And they're
And
old.
there's
They've been
spider
dead for a
web
long
thing.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So to me, that says drow. Okay, I just don't. I'm not really excited. Plus, I don't want to have to walk through. I don't want to have to be the one that walks through the rune. If
Okay. I'm just
Maybe there's
pointing
no-
out that could be exactly where we need to go.
okay, yes, and I can activate it again, and somebody can step through, and I'll be here to keep reactivating the portal. But you do run the risk of.
So the big worry is the rune, right?
For me, yes.
Send Sart
The
through.
last two runes that I've had to walk through have absolutely
Send
sucked.
Sart through.
Good.
Yeah.
Credit turns and looks at Tick.
What happens when the portal closes after a minute? Didn't you all count that? It's like it winked. Closed,
I will just simply open it again, and Credit will poke his
you gotta
wand
rim
of
it.
magic
You
missile.
gotta rim it.
No, I think the key is to just do this, and he taps the center of the mirror again.
Yeah, it
Cop out.
with
did
far
you
less
need build up?
with far
you
less
and your
foreplay this
friend-
time. The mirror opens again, showing you the other side, some distant floor, surely.
And do I roll again?
No, it is the same rune.
Ah, okay. So Aladar will bow and move to the side, clearing the way.
I've been around the
for...
corner. I was yelling at you around the corner.
You mean Krenit will
Okay.
bow and move to the side?
Yeah, Krenit will
Is there
bow and
anything
move
we
to the
can
side.
do to help? Who's going through first?
Bartok
Apparently,
rolls his eyes and steps through the portal.
Oh no!
Oh, well, that was.
I was
going
going
to
to
say
suggest
we
the
should.
robot that we could replace.
I was going to say we should help whoever does it to give them a fighting chance against the curse or whatever.
It's too late for that.
Yeah, the rune is all chance, so I don't think there's even a
well,
save on it.
Bartok.
You can't like
I can't give him guidance or anything.
I was gonna say guidance or like bardic inspiration or.
But so far we haven't seen a thing that's been too awful. The worst was you lost your money.
She glares at you.
I mean, you're alive, aren't you?
But
yeah,
I died.
I'm still broke.
But I died. I couldn't heal, and it was torture the whole time.
Yeah, and the problem is that we kept going deeper rather than getting you treated. Because I pushed it to go to the surface, I'll have you know.
So
I love anytime the DM says, "Oh no."
I thought you guys were gonna send Sart through. All right, so
Yeah, that's what I
Bartok
kept
steps
saying.
through. Bravely.
Oh no, this isn't brave. This is just straight up stubborn.
Stubbornly, pretending to be brave. Stubbornly stepping through, activating the Hallister rune,
Oh,
which
God.
I will now post the effects of in the handouts.
Oh god.
So I'm gonna have Bartok roll a d6. Evens, you get the boon effect, and odds, you get the bane effect.
Well,
Oh god damn!
Okay, let me just read these so I know what I'm rolling for.
I say go in blind, man.
Yeah,
Start at the dice.
it might
I mean, you
not
can't
matter.
affect the roll, right?
It's gonna happen anyways, right?
Yeah.
It's pure
Oh.
odds.
Well, that's nice. All right, yeah.
I mean-
Single d6.
Yeah.
You could
Just
probably roll
evens or odds.
like 14 damage on.
Yeah. It's potentially not that bad. This would have been way worse if you guys hit it and got the bane the first time.
Yeah, because that would have been like
That
levels.
would have just blown you to pieces. But
Okay. That's a 4.
Evens.
then you get the boon.
Wow.
Well, thank God I've
So-
been
So you have
missing
no
my expended
spell
spell
slots, and you get a magic shield.
Yeah, so Bartok stepping through this portal, you feel this sort of like magical shield conjure around you. And you're not obviously in character, you're not really sure what it does, but you get the sense that it is somehow protecting you.
I would get the sense that given that that rage from my bear totem gives me resistance to almost all damage, it would feel sort of like that, but a little extra.
Yeah, it's kind of like that, except you're not like out of your mind.
That's exactly it. He's like, I feel safe, but not mad.
Are you the Juggernaut now?
It immediately turns around and looks through whatever portal he just came through, and gives 2 very very confident thumbs up, and then presumably rolls initiative for whatever's about to kill him.
Right, thumbs up, and then just like gigantic
Bullet
foot
comes out of the
stomps
ground,
on him,
grabbing
like,
him.
Yeah.
"Ah."
You big babies.
Okay, so I don't have this entire place built, but I built a room to start you in. So hang on. Where is Bartok? Why is this list not in alphabetical order? This is insane.
Well, Bartok is B for barbarian, and he uses rage, so it's under R.
Is he now a barbarian?
Okay, so
No.
Bartok on the other side. This room is pretty big. It's like maybe like 80 feet across. It's like an 80 by 80 room with a very tall vaulted ceiling that like Krenit inspected. It has these like stone archways that rise from all directions and like crisscross on the ceiling, and it looks very spider web like. Around you are the corpses of, now you can see, 4 dwarves. They have the look of adventurers about them, but they have been completely torn apart by something. Then further in this room, you you can see what look like archery targets lining one wall. Most of them are knocked over and look like they haven't been used in a pretty long time. And at the far end of the room, there is a large passage leading out, and flanking that passage are two large iron braziers in the shape of like a spider on its back, and then its legs kind of like curling up and cradling the the flame, or what would have a flame, but they are currently dark.
Awesome.
Sorry, Kai.
Yeah.
To clarify, the spiders look like they have died, and are not like preciously holding the fire, just happening to be on their back.
Yeah, they look kind of like curled up dead. The braziers are shaped to look like a dead spider.
Bartok, feeling very self-righteous, is sort of muttering in his head to the sword. Those cowards couldn't make up their mind, couldn't just walk through a damn mirror. Now here I am trying to make decisions for the whole damn company that I'm just an employee of. What even? And he basically waits to see if Tyrioli will chime in on his very clearly poor and impulsive decision.
And it's about this time that Bartok feels something small and long sort of hit him in the arm and bounce off and clatter to the floor. And he looks back through the portal, and Krenna has thrown the Wand of Secrets at you. And he goes, to test it out, see if you can use it on that side to get the portal to open again after it closes.
Does he know how to use a wand?
It'll be fine. I don't think you have to use the wand.
I saw
think
you
it's-
poke the mirror. I know how to do
Yes,
this.
and you can do all the foreplay you want.
I
So if I don't
go through
see
the
you,
portal. I go through the portal.
Okay.
Wait,
Aladar
the DM doesn't have this mapped yet.
shows up.
In case you have to be proficient with magic to do it, just in case.
Good failsafe. And so the plan is just
That's
wait for it to
more like
close and then see if you can open it again.
wait for it to close and see
Yeah.
if they can open it from that side.
Okay.
Watch it opens, but it opens to a whole like a totally different place when you activate it from that side.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Bartok picks up the wand and sort of looks it over and asks asks Helidor, what does this do?
It's probably like a wand of ice cream. I've seen him use it before. He puts it in his mouth and he casts a spell and he gets a mouthful of ice cream.
Do I need to make a check to see if Bartok can tell that that's horseshit?
Do you really want to roll that?
It's up to you.
It is a tough roll to beat Aladar.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
but it doesn't. That also doesn't sound like
It is-
Aladar's trying to be convincing.
Yeah, it is safe to assume that Aladar, whenever Aladar doesn't know something, he just lies, and you probably have caught on that now. But he doesn't know.
Bartok will roll his eyes and sort of idly flick the wand at the braziers on the far end of the hallway to see if something happens.
Nothing happens.
Damn thing's broken.
But as you're sort of waiting here for a moment in this big, empty, sort of echoey chamber, you hear at first nothing other than just like your own boots scraping on the sort of dusty stone floor. And then sort of far off, from the sounds of it, shriek of terror, and then a loud like crunch or thud, like something very heavy hitting the ground. That sort of it the rumble, you can feel it in here, and then it's silent again.
I go back through the portal.
Is the portal still open?
If you guys touch the wand to the portal on this side, yes, it opens, and
Okay.
you see your companions on the other side.
Yes, yes.
And there's no
Bartok
rune.
will head held high.
No rune this
I
time.
go through.
Okay.
Go back through.
Yeah. That's good.
Well.
See,
That was
nothing
fucked.
to it. Some
My
terrifying sounds, some corpses, giant spooky room. Nothing to be afraid of.
You pass by the mirror as Tick is like going in after you, and you like walk by each other through magic portal. Like
Good luck.
Whoa!
Tick comes
I come
out.
out fused.
Yeah.
Wait, no, hold on, I can fix this. I come
Does
out.
that make me taller or are you shorter?
Ah! It's like the fly.
You said something about spooky noises?
Yeah, there was a scream and then a crunch and then silence. When you go check
Tick
it
comes
out?
out of the portal later, shortly after. Why did everybody leave?
There was a screaming, a crunching, various other noises.
Bartok
Well,
Did it
steps.
sound like the
If we think the lich is down there, it's gonna be spooky.
Yeah, that's
Bartok
fair.
steps uncomfortably close to Krennet and asks, "Have you ever heard a pig that knows it's going to slaughter?"
You're really leaning into this new pig identity, aren't you?
No, first of all.
I feel like no, I was rich.
Yeah.
Any shadow puppets on the wall.
Second, you don't feel like you have to fill that role of Tam and just going through things if you don't want to. I'm glad that nothing bad happened, and as a matter of fact, something is happening with you, some sort of glow
You're going through changes like
you
every
have
young
going
man.
on. Did it
Child
sound like
hush.
the scream that you heard was from someone who was falling? Perhaps it sounded something like, and then the crunch, or was it scream, crunch?
Scream crunch.
Okay,
Scream crunch.
no Doppler. Okay,
We should go through there and kill it.
sounds like
am
it's
in
already
agreement.
dead.
We should kill whatever killed that.
You
I mean,
okay?
if it's dangerous, I mean, what's the whole point of going through these portals? Is if the first thing there's anything scary, we just run away from it.
You guys are the best adventurers ever.
Now
Are
you
we
understand
adventurers
my
or are
role
we
in the
stand
party.
around and talk errors?
Personally, I say let's go back to the bar, but
Well,
I say listen to the
okay.
brave lizard, not the cowardly one.
Yeah,
I'm
I
not a
feel like if
lizard.
we take our break, that gives Kai enough time to set up a little 2-room fight.
Also, wasn't
Yeah,
the
we could
whole
always run
idea
back
that we
through the
could
mirror.
go take risks this early and the surface isn't that far away?
Yeah. Okay. Let's do it. Let's do
Can
it. Let's
Can
go.
I see if Dimjil's Rod of the Pathkeeper tapped on the mirror opens it? It's not really a wand, I guess. By definition.
It does. Let's see. Does it have charges?
Yes, it does have a church.
Then yes, it does work.
Oh,
Is it using charges when you
Bartok?
tap on it?
No.
Mr. Krennet?
Do you have that wand that I just had to do a few minutes ago?
I do. useless. He hands it back to you.
Oh, you used it.
I swung it and nothing happened.
Do you know what you would look for if you did?
It's magic. It looks like magic. This isn't as hard as you make it seem.
Okay. And he just like slides it back into the sheath on the backside of his shield again.
Sounds like Bartok's giving you sass, boss.
Yes. That's fine. And Krenna will just go back up to the mirror and tap on it again. Shall we?
I already
You
did
first.
it. It's open.
Everyone else first.
I already did it.
Okay, so you guys are actually going through.
We're going through.
Give it a look. Okay.
Then brief bio break.
Yeah. Let's do a bio break. I'll throw together a little bit more of that level to look at. We'll be back in a minute.
All right.
All right, indeed.
All right.
What if Tyrioli was cursed?
Was what?
What if Tyrioli was cursed? You know.
You'd be in trouble.
What if
that'd be
slowly
terrible.
slowly but surely, it drove Bartok mad? We didn't really check. It's just like we're not checking anything with his helm.
I mean,
I think James has me sort of living has instilled a decent amount of fear around cursed objects.
I gave it an ocular pat down.
I cleared it.
Cleared it. I mean, the upside is you cast Detect Magic, and that lasts for what, 10 minutes? You would have sensed magic on it, I would have figured.
I can ritually cast Identify. I don't need to detect magic on it. We're pretty sure.
No, what I'm saying is you already had Detect Magic going. When the helmet came through, you would have detected magic on it. Therefore, going hold on, let's test this.
I did not have Detect Magic go.
Didn't you cast it when we were first messing around with the mirror? You just stopped doing it for no discernible reason?
Okay, we did. I didn't know whether it was I couldn't remember whether it was the Arcana check or casting or if we agreed that it was Detect Magic that clued me into the magic nature of the mirror.
Glad how
So yeah, I assumed the helm detect. The helm was magical.
This is a question for who?
Kai, I guess. We never really verified that the helm was magical or not. I mean, we're assuming that
we know that.
It's fashionable, but does it emanate magic?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, then it is doing something. Probably have a pig mask stuck on your head you can't take off.
If he attunes to it before we cast Identify on it, then that's where it gets bad. To say that Identify doesn't. Certainly, there is a storied history of curses always being sort of hidden away from Identify, and them just being nasty surprises. So it's not 100% guaranteed.
I say let it ride. Let him attune to it.
Just blind?
Yeah. It's turned into a pig. It'll be hilarious.
I'm already attuned to 3 items, so.
What's one more?
Okay, so you got Tyrioli, right?
Tyrioli, the Periaptive Wound Closure, and the Ion Stone of Sustenance.
Oh, get rid of the Ion Stone.
Oh wait, that stone's floating around your head, by the way.
Only when I activate it. Right now, it's in my pocket. I call it my pet rock.
Okay.
I'm never hungry.
Or yes, chef.
Unless I want to be.
Oh, did we find what the helmet does?
No, we haven't. We're saying that we should probably do it.
Is the answer.
Well, it's gonna be time to shell out another couple of bucks for another Hero Forge model to give Bartok a green sword and a pig mask.
It's gonna look very different, right?
So I wasn't able to find like a pig mask, but I'm trying to sort of cobble one together from various parts. So bear with me.
Oh my god!
What you can do is make your head a pig, like a boar head or something, if they even have that, and then you just color it steel, I guess.
There you go.
Yeah.
They have a pig head.
I don't know if they do have a boar person or anything, but
I'll bet they do. Yeah. I mean, they've got rabbits, lion folk, eagles, ursine. Come on.
Elongated alien is.
That's discrimination right there.
There's no like pig race in 5e. So.
Yeah, I could go elongated alien. That could work.
Maybe like put something on it to like cover up the. I don't know. Idea.
Yep. Well, trust it's in the works.
Oh, they really have one skull.
Oh God.
Wait, there's bovine. That's kind of pig-like.
Some of the masks look very
Oh.
weird on some of these animal heads.
Yeah, some of the stuff clips really bad.
Yep.
In a fun way.
Is there like a elephant?
There's an elephant.
There is an elephant.
Yeah, I'm seeing someone's done some customization. It looks like an elephant with a really short trunk might do the trick, and like short ears.
Short in the trunk.
Let's try.
I don't know, but I see references of how to do a boar. They're making them they're calling them piglins, which I guess is from Minecraft.
Yeah.
But it looks like it's a modified elephant.
Okay.
Anything. Here we go.
Here's a image I found. Wait, what? Is that the same thing? Stupid.
That's the Wand of Secrets.
That's not it. Don't. It's so slow to edit. Goddamn.
Might as well give yourself a mermaid tail because I feel like that's coming down the line.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's still a little sore about
Why?
the anglerfish loss. But you know what? I feel like if I can play a campaign where the trend is just how do we hideously morph you
There.
with other animal features.
That's pretty
Oh,
good,
that's
yeah.
cool.
I don't know how to do that, but I mean that's
Maybe
cool.
it's like a pose thing.
Well, yeah. Or like there's a modified trunk. Anyways, it looks pretty
Well,
boar-like.
try it.
Wait, yeah. There is a when you go under pose. When you have the elephant face on, totally twist and out.
Hell yeah.
There it is.
You have to just
Trunk.
like jam it into the face.
Yep.
That's cool.
People are fucking clever, man.
Seriously, I love these kinds of tools that just it's a sandbox, right? You really just get to figure out what works, what doesn't. Oh my god, this is gonna take forever.
Well, and the stuff about like just applying like a different paint to it to make it look like so it's supposed to be a head, but now it's a helm, right? Like
yeah. I saw it. It might have been like one of their
clever.
packs or something, but it was cool. They had like a dwarven, like Babylonian looking helmet, but all they did was just give themselves like a dwarf head and beard, and then just colored it like bronze or something. It looked great.
Okay.
Love
Yeah,
that.
that's
It
cool.
looked so good.
There's something I love about like, and you see it a lot in in Tailspire, where it's like there is no blood, so we took all these jars and flipped them
Clip them
to
through the
side.
floor so that the little the one red spot sticks up. Yeah. Well, at least now there is blood. It kind of looks like ketchup, but there's something a little more workable. But yeah. Okay. And a little more workable here. All right, good enough.
You expect me to use any of this goddamn theater of the mind shit?
After all these years and months having immaculate maps.
I feel like an asshole now because Kai was like, thank God they're going somewhere else. And then I piped up.
No. This is totally on me.
Oh, I feel bad.
Y'all were real.
You built an entire map that we like ran through for a second, and then now we're not going towards.
We will get there.
I have a feeling you'll be back. I mean, unless you all die here.
Bro.
Here, let's see.
Okay, I swear to God, if
That's
there's like a
good.
black ooze thing, we're leaving.
What do you have against black oozes? Did they come up in Icewind Dale?
No, they came up in a more futuristic setting and was very killable.
Yeah, you traumatized us with that thing.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
All right. So
We had to run away and then avoid that hallway forever.
party
The ooze that wouldn't die.
steps back through the portal. Artak, Dimgil, Granite. Volkartic. Okay. Okay, and I assume everybody is back.
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
I'm gonna do this.
Tick shadow on the mirror looks awesome.
Right.
Probably is a dumb idea, but is there like a little room to wedge a wand near this here? Like a spot I can hide it.
Let's see. Maybe a sleight of hand or investigation. Your choice.
My sleight of hand is better. Yeah. Fuck off! I rolled a 1. So okay. Well, then in that case, I'm just gonna like.
You jam the wand behind it and kind of like force it in, and you're like, okay, I think it's good, and then it's like spring, and it fires out from behind it and like clatters across the floor.
Look like an asshole. Okay, I'm gonna pick up the wand and I'm just gonna kind of put it under the butt of this skeleton here.
Okay.
And I'm gonna let everyone know that there's a wand under this in case something happens.
Stop fucking with it.
Stop.
Nothing's going to happen. We're going to kill a creature and emerge victorious.
I just like to leave key by the door, and I'll make note on one of mine.
It'll be under. You leave a doormat in front of the mirror. Like, yeah, nobody's thought of that in this world. Dimgil, as Volkar follows you guys through the portal, he is muttering to himself, seems distrustful of this magic that has moved him from one place to the other, and is sort of like gazing around in bewilderment, like looking up at the architecture and such, and says that He has never seen a place like this.
Okay.
Are we?
I haven't either. I mean, what's really going to fucking freak your noggin is I think we're below your kingdom of Malaire.
Where have you taken?
We're trying to find a different way around because there's a real bad druid who's going to murder us if we go near her. There's the back entrance to the kingdom.
He's like taking in the surroundings and is like, I think whatever made this is far worse than a druid. Like kicks at some of the ruined targets and broken arrow shafts.
Is there anything on these dead adventurers?
There's a magic wand of magic missile on one of them now.
You find a wand of magic missiles.
Oh.
Stop fucking with it. Okay, hold on. Who doesn't have a wand besides Bartok and the dwarf?
Oh yeah, I get.
You don't want the fireball, right?
I do.
Yeah, Tick has a wand.
Then I'm not leaving it there. I'm just gonna.
But what if I could do wield?
Should have bought a second wand. You got money.
Fireballs?
He didn't buy the first wand.
True. Where's my stupid wand of fireball?
Your hand. No, your other hand.
It's like he's got tucked behind an ear.
All right. Let's see.
Okay.
D6 plus 1. All right, hold on. Let me figure out how many charges I got back after that rest. Oh, damn it. All right. So I still have 3 charges left now.
Okay. So did somebody still have a detect magic in effect?
Technically, Krennet still has. It should last for 10 minutes.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Oh, was there nothing else on these corpses?
Oh, well, that's why I'm asking.
Okay.
So you don't really see anything else on the corpses, like they've been ripped apart.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like pretty much anything of value has been taken from them. They've got some ruined basic equipment, but they've been here long enough that they're mostly like just skeletal remains and whatever.
Gotcha.
Obviously, you guys already took the helmet off of one of them, which Krennet can see that there is a magical aura around it. Stepping through here, Krennet, you also notice an aura emanating from the stomach of one of the dwarves.
What the fuck?
Interesting. And he will, like, reach down with his gauntleted hand and rifle through, searching for the object.
What would be the corpse's innards, mostly all rotted away, turning to dust at this point.
Find a tiefling heart.
You find sort of buried somewhere in its chest cavity. Let's see, I'm looking for the exact description here. A stone.
Some description.
This stone
Yeah.
is magical. Perhaps he was trying to pass it when he died.
Maybe you should eat it.
Are you okay? You're acting very strange, Krennet.
It so like kind of cleaning it off. It is spherical emerald.
Oh,
Maybe
what a pretty gem.
about
An
3
Evergood.
inches in diameter. So it's like pretty decent size. And holding it up to the light, you can see that there is a subtle imperfection at the center that seems to resemble, it looks like the shape of a spider.
Bet your girlfriend will love that.
Like it summons a spider?
Can I roll Arcana on this to see if I suspect as above table that maybe this is a prison for the thing inside.
I'm pretty good at spotting gems and what they do, but go for it.
I mean, I think this is more than a gem. I think this was magically forged. Do you want to look at it together?
Looks like a gem.
Wait, are the braziers lit? The spider braziers?
No.
Yes. No?
No.
Maybe
It looks like
what-
they would have been their bodies and legs would have been curled around the flames, but they are currently dark.
You said 3 inches in diameter?
Yeah.
Put the gem in the spider brazier? Spider gem, spider brazier.
I like it. We're brainstorming. No bad ideas, Tick.
Spider room.
Tick,
Tick,
room,
while
spider
everyone's
gems, spider
huddled
brazier.
around checking this up, Tick's just gonna do like a once over, make sure there's no like spider hanging on the ceilings or.
Sure. You want to roll a
Let's take
active
Bartok with you.
perception check?
Yeah,
I'll
Bartok will wander out.
Like small
Also,
creatures can be easily taken.
Well, I'm not like leaving. It's
Just-
one big open room. Tick's
Yeah.
just gonna kind of,
Bartok is still going to keep Tick company.
all right.
Yeah.
In
I'm
fact,
thinking
sort
like
of
an
like a
owl comes
shadow.
by and just swoops you up, and it's like, oh, that's Tick. Bye.
They've got an owl infestation here. Terrible.
Kai, is it worthwhile for me to try to roll Arcana to see if I can tell anything about the gem as Dimjiel and I are looking at this?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, here's an Arcana roll. Fuck. 15. The guidance to myself.
Let's see. Yeah, you're not
The last emerald I got, that was special, was shaped like a fish. Didn't have a fish inside of it, but was the water elemental gem. Like, that would be the other thing that's sort of reminiscent. It's like either a prison for something. Because you're saying there's like a spider inside the emerald.
not an actual spider. It's not like a Jurassic Park
carving,
amber thing.
Right?
It looks like it's a naturally formed imperfection that just happens to look an awful lot like a spider. Kind of like a bulb at the center, and then like 8 little like squiggly cracks like emanating from it.
I've never seen that gem. At the very least, I can determine its value, though.
Okay. Well, if we're not going to be killed imminently, I will try to identify this when I get a chance. So where did you say the screaming and the crunching came from?
Right where Tick is.
You would have heard it echoing from down the one hall that connects to this room.
The hallway that we are in proximity to.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Dimjiel, looking at the gem that Krenit is holding, you would guess that something of that size would probably fetch like close to 1,000 gold.
Oh, you gotta split that with the group.
1,000 gold, you say?
That's
That
a
could
big
probably
emerald.
buy me one new spell, maybe?
Is that a flex?
No.
More of a humble brag.
It's just a reality of how expensive higher education is in this city.
I don't know. I learned by doing.
I don't know if you mean to, but I don't know if you're competing with me or
Competing with you. How would that work?
I guess what I'm saying is, do you feel uncomfortable and that you need to establish your sort of worth?
Sort of squints down at this dwarf. What do you want me to say? Do you want me to say yes, so that I can play into the spoiled rich boy persona you no doubt have in your mind of me?
I think everyone's got that in their mind. You keep complaining about it.
I don't.
Hmm.
I eat a lot of food out of the trash, though.
Well, whatever. No doubt this will be used to either keep the bar open, bribe someone, or pay for some extra thing that will no doubt help us towards our goal. There was Kai. There was something. Was there something else that was also emanating magic in this room besides the stone?
No. What is the helmet?
Oh, the helmet. Okay. Yeah, of course. All right.
So,
And is it totally dark in here, or is there light?
nope, it is dark. Yep.
Luckily, I got those.
Luckily,
do-
I have goggles.
Everybody activates their night vision goggles.
But you don't see
And-
mine because of my hat of guys. Or...
Oh. Micah, do you have the night vision boot up sound?
like,
I have this one.
really high pitched.
Bummer.
Uh,
Do I hear
Murdoch
anything?
makes Terry like a glow stick until he turns on.
All right. With your glowing emerald blade, making lightsaber noises.
Do you need light?
Does you need light?
I'm fine. And
Yeah.
also, he drops his goggles over his ungodly, ugly mask.
Oh, okay. Yeah, then you're good.
You somehow like fit the goggles into the.
So that's a
Into the
big
mouth
mask
of the
with
mask.
glowing eyes.
Awesome.
You gotta work the fucking Splinter Cell goggles onto the pig mask.
Oh, it's in the works. Rest assured.
All right. So, what is the plan here? You have
Sneak in, kill
Uh,
everything, get all the loot.
yeah.
Yeah, we don't really have a
visible-
sneaky guy anymore, but I can certainly
I hate to say
make
it,
someone
I'm probably the sneakiest. I have a
I can make
+6.
someone invisible.
Like we have no idea like what's going on down the hallway though, right?
We
No,
sure
not
don't.
really.
Like we don't hear any additional noises. We
Oh.
don't see any movement.
It's currently totally
Pitch-
quiet, other than
totally
you
silent.
guys.
We could draw it to us.
We start playing music. I can play music.
Well, was it on the ceiling or was it on like we just didn't
We
know?
didn't
did
see
we?
anything. It was echoes down the hall.
We could set up a trap, but okay. I guess it's time to actually think. Kai, do I see any tracks, any footprints, anything at all Like, is the room dusty? Is it immaculate? Is it clean? Like,
it is dusty. There
Dusty.
are some cobwebs and such. And actually, it looks like there is rubble from some like chunks of the web lattice architecture on the ceiling has broken off in certain places and crashed to the floor. So there's just kind of like, loose chunks of stone laying around.
so the ceiling looks like almost like something like ripped it or damaged it in some way.
Sort of unclear. It could be from just age.
Or a
and
spider
just,
crawling on the goddamn ceiling.
certainly could have been damaged by something. It doesn't look like there's not a pattern to it, so it doesn't look like something was like smacking it. But you can try a survival check to see if you can find tracks or anything that would tip you off about denizens.
8.
No tracks. It looks like the only thing you can tell passed through here were this group of dwarves that looks like they were trying to leave via the mirror.
But we don't see any tracks, so I don't see any disturbed ground. Obviously, on 8, no. Okay.
Not that is like real obvious.
Okay.
There's not enough dust and rubble on the stone floor to like, give anything away.
Is it like pitch black down here too?
Yeah.
Yep.
It looks like at one point it may have been lit by these spider braziers, but they are currently dark.
Krenna will walk up to the spider brazier and look to see if there's like any sort of fuel in there. Like, does it look like wood had burned in there at some point? Or are they like were they magically lit?
You're gonna guess that they were magically illuminated at one point.
I'm gonna send Sart forward to go scout.
Can't see
Start.
through it or anything, can you?
No. Nope, sorry, that was Cyrax who had the ultimate scout.
Yeah.
But we're gonna have to deal with a different blue kobold with a different scouting minion. Ah, shit! I think I'm typecasting.
I think.
I like
Where's
what I
my eye
like.
patch?
Fuck you.
Where's my
What
eye
is this? A
patch?
crossover episode?
Right.
Yeah, Drekken and Aladar are not so much the same. Okay.
They're just Dragonborn. He's the better dragon because he's gold. That was my logic when I made him gold.
Yeah, man, the fanciest dragons. Okay, Sart marches forward.
He is
up
going
the
to be
hall.
sneaking and all that, and I want him to report back.
Okay.
Can he tell you
tack.
Can he tell you what he sees?
He understands language, but he can't speak.
He can like draw like a symbol that means
yeah.
trapped.
And and I have parchment and quills.
And he
Okay,
can,
but he would have to come back here to tell you
Yes.
stuff, right?
Yes.
Okay.
You know what? Come here.
Well, you should teach him like what's it called, semaphore.
Flags.
Yeah, the flag communication.
Have a couple of tiny little flags on his back.
Tick's gonna pull out a little vial of liquid. And he pours it on top of Sart. And you see that Sart begins to turn translucent and then disappears, casting invisibility on him.
Interesting.
and then Sart's going to sneak up and scout ahead.
Okay. He scouts a hallway. It kind of zigzags back and forth. And then ends. He finds himself standing in front of a very tall double door.
And this double door is closed. There's no.
Yeah. I think also he would probably. Actually, no. Never mind. The door.
So I can see my fucking model. There we go.
Yeah. The door is very. Its features are very worn, but it was intricately carved in the shape of it looks like a woven spider web.
God, I hate this place. He hasn't reached anything, so he would try to push it or pull it open with his little body.
Okay. Maybe try a strength check.
All right, that's
athletics. I don't know.
That's a -3 right there for poor little Sart. Oh, -1.
Oh.
That was almost a 20.
Right. No, the door is far too heavy for his little body to push.
Okay. Sart zips back while he was waiting, and then taps Tick on the knee, in which case Tick almost jumps out of his skin because Sart's invisible.
No heads up or anything.
Right. Like, ow. And then Sart will on a little parchment that Tick gives him, will draw like the little zigzagging and then big door. He draws more of a door than a spider web to not create confusion. Right.
Okay.
He wants to become a mason.
Wow. How enlightening.
There's a big door down the hallway, and I don't think my little boy can open it.
Luckily, you got a big guy that can open a door.
Yeah.
I'm a big guy that can open things.
Ain't that right, Dimmy?
You are
Get
a
over
big
there
guy
and
who can
open
open
that door.
things.
Except for Pickle Bears.
Hi.
Yeah.
Krenna is going to remember that he has a second pair of goggles to slide on over his first pair of goggles and use the goggles of object reading to cast its contained identifiability on the green emerald.
Double goggles. Ridiculous.
Oh my
God. Double
I
gods.
get a headache if you keep doing that.
Okay. This spider looking emerald. It seems to let's see here. It's almost like a crystal ball, and it seems to be imbued with a spell of scrying. Is a divination magic.
Like a one charge?
Unclear. Unless are you casting identify on it?
Yeah, these goggles can cast identify once a day.
Oh, okay.
Otherwise, they just help me with Arcana checks, which I need to remember.
Yeah, it seems like it just has like one use.
One use, okay. One use does not recharge.
Nope.
Okay.
To be fair, scrying requires a focus worth 1,000 gold, so
Which is this emerald.
pretty much. But if you know it has that scrying, it might be worth even more.
Hmm.
I'm reading this
Well,
scrying thing. See and hear a particular creature at the same plane as target must take.
I'll
make
give
a
you 10
wisdom
gold
saving-
for it.
no.
The best I can do is.
How much gold you got?
222.
It's a lot more than you used to.
I'll
It's
give you that
not.
much.
It is more than I had prior to trying to rescue Dimjil and Tick from the Dweger infestation.
I'll give you the sack of lemons.
The emerald stays with me for now.
How tall is this
I wanted
room,
to see
guys?
if it was a key, some sort of key for this space, but onward to the door. And Krennic will follow right behind Bartok as we get up to the door there.
Okay. The ceiling is about 30 feet tall
Okay.
in
Pretty
both
tall.
the room and the hallway.
You could have let if you wanted to, you could have had the shield guardian come out and open. Actually, I'm going to assume that it's wrapped.
Don't even talk about that tool.
What?
I was more just saying it so Sam didn't forget.
No, I didn't. But I don't want to pull it out just yet.
You know, you're very right to be cautious. If you pull something out real at a wrong time, it can.
Well, we're still trying to be sneaky, and that
All at our
thing
nose.
is the opposite of.
Put some wool socks on its feet. Like quiet
Bartok,
says.
can you open the door?
Bartok will, I guess, is it a push or a pull? It's a push. He'll shove
Yeah.
open the door.
Okay, Bartok shoves the door open. And in this hall, you are immediately greeted with another set of double doors that look pretty much identical to the one you came through. However, these are open and lead into what looks like another large room. And then to your right, there's a long corridor that leads south. There are in this room. Actually, I can just put some stuff down. You find some remains.
Ew.
Is it all that remains?
Yes.
Looks like Sart is sort of scouting ahead.
Yep.
Good call.
But he's invisible. We
Then-
can't see him. So
Hey, brilliant.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Well, that's
no,
what
so
I'm sending him forward.
who's him?
Bartok, obviously.
Sart's gonna go into the big open room.
Okay.
I'm gonna loot through the remains.
Okay. Now this corpse. I guess I need to move.
Fresh,
I'm looking
perhaps?
for like a big gem potentially in its stomach. There's a lot of money.
No such luck this time.
Okay, I throw the remains across the room and go bang.
Bah! But you can definitely tell that this was no dwarf.
Also, how recent? That's what I really want to tell.
Pretty old.
Okay,
This
so it
corpse
wasn't-
has been here for a super long time.
Okay.
Basically just bones. But there are some tattered remnants of what it was wearing, and maybe some like bits of chainmail, and maybe the remains of the long rusted away sword or something. But
I got you this rusted sword. It was my father's. I hand it to Bartok.
I forgot to mention it until
it's
just
what
now.
I've always wanted.
As you grab it, the blade breaks off, and I don't seem to care.
So this seems like actually here, roll a either survival or medicine.
Medicine it
First.
is. Oh, fuck you. That could have been an 18. Okay, I got 11.
You're pretty
Hate
sure
seeing
this
the
is
rolling dice.
Yeah.
You're pretty sure this is some kind of elf.
Look, it's an elf. Not so high and
And,
mighty now, huh?
likely was killed much longer ago than the dwarves that you found.
Dude. Well, gross. Let me know when everything's safe up ahead.
Did you search that body, Aladar? Was she a
I did.
spellcaster? Does she have a wand or a spellbook, perhaps?
I found tattered chainmail and a broken sword. I mean, no sword. I just found my father's
Some sort of
sword.
basic fighter, huh?
I would assume so.
Disappointing.
Well, my left foot, I kick away a spell book. Spending too much money on these damn things.
So the big room.
Okay, so yeah, Sart investigates the big room.
Are we following Start up on this on this foray, or is it like sort of like starts going up and then reporting back?
Yeah, Sart's invisible, so you wouldn't know how far ahead he is.
You did tell us that he's checking.
Yeah,
things.
But yeah, I did tell him. Yeah, I did tell the group he is scouting ahead.
You can hear his tiny metallic feet kind of clanging against the.
I put a bunch
floor.
of bells on him, so it's really loud, so I can tell where he is.
Yeah, he doesn't bring birds back in the house. Okay. So this larger room, I guess he's gonna have to report back to you to like tell you, explain it, draw it. I don't know. How's he supposed to communicate what he sees?
I mean, he is not stupid. He has an intelligence score of 0. So, or I mean, of 10. So
That would be very stupid, actually.
he doesn't have a negative to intelligence. So he understands the languages I speak. So I'm fairly.
But like, how does he communicate to you?
Probably drawing on parchment.
Okay. So yeah, he can try to recreate what he sees.
Yeah, big picture ideas. I'm just trying to, like, the biggest concern is looking for anything hostile.
Okay, he comes back and sketches let's see. Kind of want to have him roll a check to see like how good of an artist he is.
Okay.
If he has hands, you can teach him sign language.
I'm gonna have like 4 or 5 buttons on the ground. I'll just press them.
So let's just do like an intelligence.
Food.
All right.
Intelligence
Just a natural whatever he gets. Oh, that was the 5.
Okay. So there are.
I built my boy, but I didn't take him to school. I didn't send him to art school.
He scribbles on the page a circle with 8 sticks coming off of it.
Oh, there's 8 enemies in that room.
You need to fireball that room, boy.
I'll go to Sart and I'll be like, are they hostile? Are there bad things in this room? Tap once for yes, tap 2 for no.
Are we watching this?
Yes, yes.
Also, how are you watching this?
Yeah, it's invisible.
Well, he touches me, and like the first time it freaked me out. Now I'm understanding it, so I put it
He
out.
draws on your back, and you just have to try and figure out what shapes he's drawing. on your back.
It always goes.
Right, yeah, he
well.
draws on the parchment, and I see it, and I'm a little confused, and I go, but the biggest thing is safety. I'll just go tap once for yes and tap 2 for no. Are there evil creatures? Are there bad things in there?
I think he would tap once, and then circles the thing that he drew.
So yes. So there is something hostile in that room.
But then draws maybe a question mark.
He's not sure. Maybe? It's not a definite, which is good.
Tick, can I see what Sart is drawing?
This looks like just an invisible, this looks like a floating quill and parchment.
But yeah, you could see what he drew. Yeah.
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 I hold up the emerald next to the newly inked paper and point out that there is quite a bit of resemblance between this orb of pondering and the eight-legged deformity inside, and what Sart has drawn.
What's an orb of pondering?
Yeah, it's an orb that he can ponder.
I have reached the level of orb pondering.
He's just referencing a fucking internet meme.
It is an indication that it is time for me to start growing out my beard in earnest.
Yeah, that'll really help you with the ladies.
So so Sart's not too sure, but he didn't just straight up say no, there's no hostiles. Okay. I'll let the group know, for the sake of brevity, what he said. I say, we should approach that room cautiously. Actually, Bartok, can you watch the door? Make sure nothing comes and gets me.
This door.
I'm a little paranoid. Okay, perfect. Oh, actually, never mind. I need you. I need a boost.
You go in there.
Can I have a boost?
Or just
happy to be of service.
Since they can't control themselves. Krenit and Dimjil, are you guys still in the first hall? Kind of watching.
No, I'd be probably right where Tick and Bartok are.
Okay.
But Bartok gives you a boost.
Okay. Tick. Hold on. Maybe he won't be. Stand by.
I'm gonna start walking on the wall. That's what I'm gonna do.
Oh man, that's
with your cool spider slippers.
I want to be off the floor.
You're like, I saw this lady do it one time.
That's perfect. Yeah, I forgot to think about. I just have to reverse it. There we go.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, what is Tick trying to figure out?
Tick gets boosted up.
Okay.
And actually, I don't think that. Actually, no, he won't be able to do it. Tick sighs under his breath and goes, never mind. Let's just check out the room. Thank you, Bartok. I didn't realize that this required an hour of work.
What?
What were you wanting to do?
A glyph of warding. Another time.
So cool.
Oh yeah. Oh, how could the artificer kobold not take a trap?
Okay.
But yeah, it is for another time, or at least requires a little bit more prep work.
So, sorry, on Roll20, Micers, can you show how much distance is between where we currently are standing and where this chamber with the thing that Start has seen is? Oh, it's that door right there.
Tailspire, right?
Yeah.
Tailspire,
So
sorry.
we're
Wow,
we're
roll 20
currently
looks
in the
really
room.
good.
Yeah.
We're like 15-ish feet away from the door, and then the main room is what, 60?
60 to the center.
To the center of it, yeah. It's a big room.
5 gold.
Is-
That the 8 statues are like 8 spider legs.
yeah.
does-
Okay.
200 gold to do a glyph of warding? Jesus.
Well, the goal is to put the glyph of warding not on the wall, but on an item I can carry, and then just have it be a very specific activation, so I can just
It's a
kind of
landmine.
Yeah, basically, for lack of a better term, yes.
Yeah.
Have it like a book that explodes when it's open, so I can just like nail the book to a wall and then like tie some string on the cover.
Yeah, that's how I teleported Sean's character into the ocean in that other campaign. But
is
for
there-
another time, Tick didn't do his prep work, but he will open up the portable hole and pull out
pulling out
Ham.
Ham 3. Okay.
Yeah, Ham 3. Start 4.0, Ham 3.0.
Is there a loose stone lying around, or maybe there's like a bone on that body?
Yeah, totally. Yeah, there's loose. There's rubble from collapsed areas of the ceiling. There are there are bones you could find. What are you trying to do?
Yeah, it's kind of we'll just like yank a rib off of the corpse, hold it in his hand and cast light, and then just chuck it into the room.
Okay. Bone like clatters, landing in the room, illuminating a good portion.
Just looking, while you any sounds of surprise or anything sort of moving, or if it's just silence still.
You don't hear anything. But Bartok, from like kind of walking up to this door that's already open, and looking into the room, you can see that there are 8 statues that seem extremely lifelike, that depict they look like drow to you. But arrayed decoratively. And then the majority of the ceiling is covered in, similar to what you found in Skullport, a large stone spider is sort of like it's carved to look as though it's hanging off of the ceiling.
Remind me, the lore for the one in Skullport, was it actually carved, or was it? How did that one come to be? I know we've heard this story before. I just can't recall right now.
Yeah, at some point, when Drow controlled Skullport, they built that thing, carved it out of the ceiling, and that one was actually like a domicile. Like, you checked it out, and it has rooms and like furniture and stuff in it. Although when you looked, it was just occupied by spiders.
Yep.
This one is not. It doesn't look like this one is like a structure in the same way. It's just like a big stone spider on the ceiling.
Would it be? Do you think would detect magic still be up?
Probably not at this point.
Okay.
What with all the other scouting that took place.
Yep. Brennan is going to come up to the threshold of the door here in front of Bartok. and poke his head up. How far up onto the ceiling here is this huge spider carving?
It's like 40 feet.
And does it look immaculately intact? Like no signs of wear? It
No,
doesn't
it
have
looks it looks similar to the other spider lattice things. Parts of it are chipped off, and you can see that like there are chunks on the floor that kind of correlate to where it broke off from the sculpture.
You can tie a rope around it and have Bartok pull it down.
Is that what this? Is this what the screaming was? The spider?
No idea.
We don't know.
We haven't found a corpse that's fresh enough.
Trent will walk into the. Can you flip the camera about like 180 degrees so I can see how close the first statue is in here?
Like 10 feet.
Perfect. Yeah, Trent is going to walk up to one of these statues and take a look at it.
Looks like your girlfriend.
Well, I don't. Are they male drow or are they female drow?
Unclear until you walk up and inspect them.
I am
androgynous.
You're a bunch of tomboys and femboys.
Fuck.
Okay. So Krennet was the first person to walk in, correct?
Yep.
Krennet.
Well, besides Sart.
Right.
You count Sart.
Yeah, Bartok can't take them all.
Yeah. Much as he would like.
Let's see.
You're now pregnant. We don't know how the dance works, but we do know how it ends.
Yeah, no, this is
that
okay,
sound clip of Arnold saying I'm pregnant somewhere.
Okay, so as you I'm gonna say as the three of you enter the room, followed by Aladar walking on the wall.
Yeah, I'm very cautiously not entering the room.
And the two dwarves. Yeah, that like for all the bluster that Volkar was talking before, he seems very hesitant to like move around in this place.
Yeah, just want to be turned into a statue again. I don't blame him.
So a couple of things happen as the three of you walk into this room. You hear a scraping sound above you, like chitin on rock.
Is it the sound that we heard before the scream and crush? Or?
No.
No. Okay.
From the shadows in sort of like the gap between the spider on the ceiling and the ceiling itself, you see something beginning to emerge, like just barely illuminated in the light of the glowing bone that was tossed in here. I think maybe
Do we have like reaction time here, or for positioning purposes, as this thing is going to no doubt crash down upon us?
1 sec.
Hey, you already moved in.
Yeah, no, you're already.
I know. I'm just doing it as a
joke. Tick is the only one who notices it.
Yeah.
So like Krennet and Bartok are kind of looking at the statue, and Tick, you're looking around, and you look up and see something fucking horrific.
Oh, nice.
Crawling off the top of this
God.
stone spider is what at first appears to be a giant scorpion, but it has like the muscular body of a man as well, like some sort of messed up scorpion centaur guy.
Oh,
this is a classic D&D bad guy.
No, it's the Rock from the Mummy, right?
It does look a lot like it does look a
Scorpion
lot like
King.
Scorpion King.
Thank you.
Is it badly CGI animated?
Yeah.
No, it's
That's
way
okay.
better.
Super cool.
No, this is actually scary.
And as it moves, it casts. Well, it casts something.
It casts.
It casts something, and simultaneously, the drow statues turn and come to life.
Oh shit!
Oh, so this is just a fucking mummy.
This nearest one, like trying to shank Krennet as he inspects it.
But is it a lady?
This one is not, but the others might be. It's unclear. And we'll start next week's game with initiative. As you guys
I'm glad I'm on this
tackle
wall.
Muriel the Deformed.
Did the doors like slam shut at all or anything?
They did not.
Okay.
All right, so we can always run away.
Yeah.
We can
like
retreat
the other things
and,
that got murdered did.
we are so much cooler than that elf / those dwarves. We'll be fine.
Bitchin'.
This was like linked from the first floor, so
How hard could it
Not
be?
an indication that it's survivable.
no. Okay, okay.
I do have to get up early, so I am going to peace out, gentlemen.
All right.
Yeah, dude.
That was a lot of fun.